Hello, everybody. Welcome back to MIRRORMOURN. I am your Game Master, Esper. We are in the middle of a long-awaited and epic battle, the Siege of Holmsgate. The giants have arrived, and the elves, allied with you all and some others, are attempting to defend your land. The land that long ago was a giant land. So the giants are trying to retake it. Why don't you all introduce your characters briefly, and we'll jump into the action.
Hello everyone, I'm Warsor and I play Walykos, the level 8 half-elf swarm ranger.
I'm Vince and I play the Magus Vapor, the level 8 wild magic sorcerer who will be bringing the thunder this session.
Hello, I am Nick. I play Nokki, the level 8 barbarian / fighter.
And in keeping with the alliteration, I'm Adam and I play Aygir, the Artificer.
Excellent. I'm going to give the whole setup. I'm going to go through it pretty quickly here, so grab on, and you're going to see a lot of stuff real fast, and we're going to jump back into this siege battle. Okay. I'll show you some images first. You guys have already seen them, but this is for everyone who's watching. Okay. This is Barnacle, the main city that this campaign has featured. It is technically the second largest city of Haven Isle, though it is the main seaport. It's the seat of the government here. A lot has happened in Barnacle throughout this campaign. Once we sail out of the coastal waters of Barnacle, and you sail for some hours, or fly by kite sail as you all have flown, we reach Holmsgate. Holmsgate is a massive, giant fortress, literally a sea gate that is set into the obsidian barrier. The obsidian barrier surrounds the waters around Haven Isle, what's called the Blessed Waters. On the other side of this obsidian barrier is the Sea of Lava. So Holmsgate is like a multi-structured fortress once built by giants, set into the obsidian barrier, essentially like obsidian-based mountain teeth that rise up high out of the waters. It has a channel, as you can see there, literally that is a sea gate. There is a massive portcullis that can be raised and lowered on both ends of it, and the channel itself is pretty wide and pretty long. And then once we get through Holmsgate, you'll see something like this. This will be the exterior waters of Holmsgate, a bit misty and foggy as the water is heating up and combining with the incoming lava of the Sea of Lava. A lot of the duties of Holmsgate revolve around not only, the defense and the what do I call it, like the administration of trade coming in and out, but also to keep this one channel free of getting gunked up by cooling or solidifying lava. If we go out a little bit farther, we're going to hit these like ridges where the lava begins to cool down as it gets close to the obsidian barrier. Basically impossible to sail through that unless you have some very special kind of vessel called a fire galleon, which actually has bound fire element to it that melts solidifying lava as it goes and is able to sail through it or navigate through it. Here's another view of the obsidian barrier. And then once we go even farther past the obsidian barrier, we have the actual Sea of Lava, which stretches on for many, many, many a mile. The giants have traversed the Sea of Lava from their home continent of Grootvaders, and they have come seeking to reclaim Haven Isle, or as they know it, Eyaberg, as that's what they called this island nation long ago. Let's get into the battle map here. Here it is. Okay. So as we can see, here is the obsidian barrier, like steep, rugged mountain. Parts of the structures of Holmsgate. This is the main fortress here. This right here is the actual sea gate. This is the channel. This is a really big map. So like the actual channel of the sea gate runs for like more than 700 feet. You have a number of units here. These ships are not fighting. They're actually not currently manned, but those would be transports. You could fill them up and people could leave here. These are manned. They are actively fighting. There are trebuchets and ballistas and other siege weapons up here. There are numbers of units, various elven soldiers and conscripts, and yourselves. Your unit is here. This token represents your player characters, the Sky Knights of Barnacle, the elite Sky Knights of Barnacle, Avasira, the White Raven goddess, who is very much aligned with Walykos, but is in general aligned with the elves. Duncan Mandevale, Master of Rituals, Crispin Hollows, Tower Wizard of House Mandevale, Arachno, a defender of the city, and Corgain Makel, who is actually a young crystal dragon, though he often shapeshifts and takes on a form of an elf. Presently, Walykos and Nokki are not with the unit. You're down here. You've just set up a false barrel of crackle powder. You found the actual 2 barrels of crackle powder there, and you took them, and then you've replaced them with false barrels that have like nothing in them, basically. And the idea is that at some point in the fight, someone is going to shoot a projectile of some kind coated with brine star that will cause a extremely violent alchemical reaction and just do a massive detonation. You've prevented that. So
We're hoping to capture whoever.
Another sub victory and a potential victory. This is a very difficult fight. By the estimates, you are outnumbered and outpowered 2-1. But you do have a fortress, and that helps. That gives you a nice defensive benefit.
I think you mentioned that there were certain advantages from firing down on certain vantage points.
So the way that we've got this combat set up is we can flow in and out of individual combat, which is what we typically know with D&D, and mass combat, where each round actually represents 1 minute. So we can flow in and out of that as we need. Bear with us, everyone. We're going to be getting the hang of it a little bit, so we might slow down at a few parts, but I think once we get into the flow, it will speed up.
It's all you, Esper.
Yeah.
You're the one who
Is there anything
makes these first choices.
Is there anything else I should mention? The first few volleys have begun. These units, these enemy fire galleons, just massive, massive ships, have begun exchanging volleys with these front units here.
Yep. Based on, we have tables, one of the warships has taken a small bit of damage. Our warship has taken 1 battle rating damage, it looks like, and theirs has taken some more damage, I think. Yeah,
there's been a little bit of damage back and forth.
Our shooting so far has been a little bit the better, but that might change.
Yeah.
Okay, why don't we start with having you all roll initiative, and we'll take things from there.
Initiative?
Yep.
Okay. Like our character's initiative?
Yes.
Okay. 18 plus 3. When you're ready, Esper.
Go for it.
Walykos has a 21.
Okay. After 21?
Nokki has a 14.
Okay.
Paper got a 7.
I got a rock.
Yeah.
5. I have a 5. Aygir has a 5.
That's not necessarily bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I would like to know, first and foremost, what you all are doing. Walykos, you and Nokki are here. You've just placed a false barrel of crackle powder.
Yep. I was going to put us into hiding nearby an advantage where we could watch for someone who was going to shoot this barrel and then go after that person on our kite sails. So if we could perch ourselves somewhere, probably like up on the wall, overlooking everything, we should have a good vantage to, you know what I mean?
Okay, so you are flying. You fly up, 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 and up to get to this like high rampart up here.
Yep.
And
And
that,
we'll look
that
like
takes
we're
more
just-
than like just one round, but it's fine.
We're in minute time right now. This is,
I'll be flowing things in and out as need be. Okay. What about Nokki? Anything else with you?
No, I'll just be helping Walykos.
Okay. What about Vapor and Aygir? You are currently
Vapor
with
would
your
be-
unit right here, and you're like overlooking this battle that's just begun with siege weapons.
Vapor would probably stay with his unit, but let me double check the spell. Why don't I have that save?
in the range on Call Lightning.
Yeah. Oh, I need 5e. I thought I had it saved in my bookmarks to open up with it. Hold on, I have it right here.
Good. It's 120 feet normal range.
Okay.
But the radius is a 60-foot radius from that point. So if you put it at 120 feet, it will extend to 180 feet.
Yeah, but I'm also thinking of dropping a distance.
Yep.
To
Which
push it
would-
out to
240 plus 60 more on top of that. So
So
the
300.
furthest point could be 300 feet from you.
Yeah.
And then it pulls back to the center.
Yeah, so he's looking for any airships that I figure they're not going to be
It's-
within range now, but once the time comes,
Yep.
Yeah.
So bear in mind this is a very large map. So
Yeah.
this may seem surprising to you, but 120 feet is only to there, and
Yep.
240 feet is only to there.
And then 300 feet, which would be the furthest of the
Yeah.
radius extends,
Like
would be
just to
not
give
very
a size
much.
comparison, like this is one of those arrow skiffs that like multiple people can fit inside of,
We get it. Yeah.
and it's like
Yeah.
a little gnat. Once we zoom out to the size of these massive
I would
ships.
not use your Call Lightning yet. There will be
No,
a time
yeah,
when it's
yeah,
very
but
effective.
He's kind of like just looking out,
Okay, so
trying to figure
Vapor
out when
and
would be the
Aygir?
best time.
Are you just observing for now, like helping any guards as like gate guards as needed?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Aygir is aboard the aero skiff that we have that we captured from them, and we're positioning ourselves. We have our captive dwarven pilot who is as well cowed as he can be. We have the ballista being manned, the arcane ballista aboard the aero skiff, and we'll probably start shooting that as soon as they come within range. But yeah, I mean, until then, there's nothing fancy we can do aside from just
Okay.
wait.
So
Get in
I
range.
put this token here. This is the Vanguard's aero skiff. All right.
Yeah,
Um,
we'll start flying out probably when one of their aeroskiffs starts to get
Okay.
close-ish.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do mass combat for a bit here, and then you all can jump in whenever something is happening that you'd like to go down to individual rounds. Okay.
Make it so.
All right. So, the enemy ships are advancing, and what that means is these ships here are going to have to make a choice of they can stay and try to take on these massive ships and just kind of self-sacrifice is probably what that means, or they can sail through this channel and you're not going to have nearly as much firepower. You'll just have the gate siege weapons to fire down on the enemy.
If I may, Esper, I believe the whole point of them deploying on that side was to be a sort of a sacrificial but extreme damage. I think that they should spread out in sort of a half spherical shape so that they can focus as much fire on the penetrating first ship. You know what I mean? So like the two that are kind of on the right kind of go to the right a little bit. The two that are kind of in front on the left kind of swing a little bit to the left. And that way we invite them in and we hit them from all sides with firepower. And see how that goes. I mean,
I'm going to make
it is a sacrifice.
Yep.
But
Adam, I'd like you to make a morale check. You have a +4. This is representing unit H11.
Okay.
so
Unit
D20
H11 and
D20
morale
plus
check.
4.
Yes,
Yep.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. They are currently actually doing really well for themselves with a 22
All right.
Nice.
And then make another one. Same thing for H10.
for H12. Yep. H10 or 12.
H10. Same thing. It's +4.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
This is not as good, but decent. 16.
Okay. And then I would like Nick to make a morale check with
H9.
I think it's also +4. Yeah.
It is.
Yep.
Correct.
That will be not a high roll, but a 13.
Okay. That was good enough. The DC was 10.
Yep.
The
Nothing's
units spread out a little bit. To let's see, they can go up to I think 350 in the water, or they could
Correct. 350 in
if they want to attack, they can do essentially a dash, but they're not going
a
to.
dash. Got it.
Okay, so they do that, and the command is given. The portcullises are lowered.
This might have already been said, but I think we want to kind of have those ships arranged in like a like a W shape.
Yeah, I
a
feel like you
bowed
pushed one
inward
of them a little
thing.
bit too much forward.
to
I was
to
going
let
to
the
keep one back.
Yeah, you
like,
wanna
to let
pull
the
them
big
in.
ship come in between them so they can surround. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because we know that he has to come to the gate. So yeah, that's kind of the plan.
The way that I'm running the movement, and this is, you guys have kind of heard me say this already, the way I'm running the movement is sort of intuitive. I don't like the idea of like this ship moves and then this ship moves. We'll just understand that it's all the movement of all enemy and ally units are happening simultaneously. Some things will happen
Yes.
faster, but that's the general idea.
Understood. All the point is that we just had a formation that looks good. Yep.
All right.
So,
enemy
enemy
ships
ships
are
move.
still incoming. Let me look at some speed here. Yeah, the fire galleons are decently fast. Okay.
Especially when they're going in a straight line like they are.
Yeah.
Okay, that's perfect.
Did anyone else think that there were just 4 of these and not realize there were 6?
No, I saw the others back there.
Okay.
I knew there were 6 when he told us the first time.
Well,
All right.
right, but they're
But-
hiding.
Yeah. Okay, and don't forget your
These front 3 fire galleons,
have
they are
two
also
airships
attended by
each.
2 air skiffs
Airships
each.
each.
And as you understand it, each of these fire galleons are being captained by a Bale. There is Bale Grindlaird, Bale Mechfotang,
Mechofang,
and Bale Zilgathoth.
Zilgathoth. Yep.
And you
there's a
see,
threat.
you do see aboard the ships there are giants, like
Yep.
full size fire giants, stone giants, a couple hill giants. There are some giant kin as well. You see like a couple ogres and a number of dwarves. Like the mass of like the actual infantry bulk are composed of like dwarven foot soldiers and some dwarven battle engineers. So
Okay.
there are a number of giants, but way more dwarves.
Yep.
Okay, so now we're going to do some exchanges, some volleys, as mangonels lob out payloads of heavy stones. Trebuchets from your ramparts fire out as well. And ballistas fire as well, back and forth. We need a couple things to happen here.
Say a unit number and what you need.
Okay, so what is the best way to do this? Range. Measure range first. Okay. That's not going to be in range. Well, it'll be in range there. It'll be in range there. Okay. Got it. I would like... So I'm going to call out unit numbers, and you guys hopefully will know whose it is. Unit H11, give me a roll.
Their current.
This will be.
I am aware of which ones are mine. So
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. You'll roll, yeah. You guys want to roll the current BR, the current battle rate.
That one
Yeah,
is
this is
currently
your attack.
That is not terrible, but it is decidedly not great. This is just flat roll, right?
Yes, plus
Okay.
the 12.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, it's a 26 total.
How's that not great?
Because
that's fantastic.
I mean, it was only a 13 on the die. It could have been a lot higher. Because it's a plus 12. So anyway. Or sorry, it's a 25, not 26.
Okay. Would you like to be attacking the aeroskiff and siege weapons, or the main ship and ground units?
Definitely the aeroskiff
captain.
and the siege weapons, so we can kind of cripple it and
Okay.
make it not shoot back.
Okay.
At least for right now.
All right. 23. You got a 26?
Yeah, 25.
0.5.
Okay. Got it. So that was your attacker. Okay. Got it. I'm gonna roll through a bunch of stuff, then describe everything. All right. I need H9 to give a roll.
That's you, Nokki.
That's me. All right, let me make sure I remember what it is. Eventually, I'll probably get it memorized. So
Cool.
H9 is a plus 13.
13.
It looks
Yep.
like. Okay.
D20 plus 13. Roll high.
That is going to be an 18. Very low roll.
So
Maybe it works. See how it goes.
No. They rolled much higher.
Yeah, as expected.
34. All right. Then I need H10 to give a roll. Also firing up. Whoa. I did not mean to do that.
Alrighty.
You can Control Z, Esper. Control Z.
It didn't work. It like made it jump to a different place. That was weird.
Well,
Well, that roll is actually pretty damn good. That's a 30.
30. Okay, that's a fantastic roll. 20. Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. So you've won by
10.
6 or more. It was 30.
Yeah.
Yes.
17 plus 13.
You've won by 10 exactly. Okay. That's good. And anyone else in range? I think so. Someone is.
No, those guys are 400.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that's it for your attack. I'm going to roll their attack now. All right. Okay. This is coming at you, H11. Give me a roll.
Not resolving damage yet?
I will be. This is all concurrent, so I have to do all the rolls
Okay.
first. Give a roll. This is your defense.
It's an H11, right?
H11. Yep.
Okay. So that is actually also really good. It's even better. It's a 32.
All right. 22. So
You rolled a nat 20?
A 19. Oh, no, sorry. It's 31. 31. That's the
Okay.
damage one.
Okay.
It's 31.
31.
Yeah.
Okay, you got a 22. So you're going to be sustaining no damage. All right.
Nice.
H9.
So that's just the same roll that I had before, right?
Plus-
Yep.
plus
Yeah.
13.
This is your defending roll.
That's a natural 20, so a 33.
Ooh. They also come up. Though they also came up with a 33. So
Wow.
yeah, I think you'll sustain 1 damage on a
Does
tie.
the nat 20 do anything special in your rules, Esper?
It does not.
Okay, just making sure.
All right, so that was H9. H9 is going to be taking 1. Okay. Don't worry, I'm keeping track of this, and I'll let you guys know. All right, and then H10, go ahead and give another roll.
Okay, H10. Another roll. That's not as good. That is a 19.
All right, that is a 27 from the enemy, so they beat you by 8. You're going to be losing. Okay, H9. Whoa, sorry, not H9.
No, H9, H10.
H10. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, here is the results of this round's volley. Your warships here fire siege weapons onto this unit, specifically the unit that's focuses the aeroskiffs and its siege weapons. You end up dealing 2 damage to it, and taking a battle rating down by 2 is pretty good. That's a good hit. So your projectiles go out. You're not like completely blowing them out of the water, but they've sustained damage from your fire. A similar thing happens to this one here. Yeah, the volley onto this ship, it actually sustains 3 points of damage. Then,
Wow.
Nick, your H9 unit, it took 1 point of damage, so your battle rating goes down to 12.
Gotcha.
So on that column, on the dock you guys are keeping track of, just switch the 13 to a 12. That's what you'll be rolling now. And then Adam, your H10 took
that,
3
Nick?
points of damage and goes
Yeah,
down
I got
to
it.
10.
So that goes to a 12. Okay.
Ouch.
Gotcha.
And what goes down to a 10?
H10.
H10
took
goes
3
down to
damage.
10. Yep.
Yep. It lost by 8. Yeah. Got it.
So the fire is beginning to increase. The volleys back and forth. Both sides are taking some damage here, and
good.
the enemies are like ever oncoming. You guys want to do anything on the individual level?
No. At least I don't. Well,
I
you
don't
know
do
what I'm
anything
doing.
either.
We're focused on if they shoot the arrow at the barrels and try to take him, So it's been 1 minute. Has nothing happened with the barrel?
Mm-mm. Nothing has
Okay.
happened.
Continue.
Okay. So
Yeah, I feel like pulling back a little bit, draw them into the range of the ballistas on the wall and the siege weaponry.
And try and cut that front one off, like surround it specifically if you
Yeah.
can, given that it's kind of leading out a bit ahead of the rest.
Mm-hmm. That's an interesting turn for that to be able to make.
I guess it needed to use one of its moves to do a 90-degree turn. So let me take that back.
Which is fine. It just
yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I feel like it's
Yep,
maneuvering
yep.
between
Sorry,
two ships. You don't.
I
wanna
need to get
hit
my
your
head
own
out
ship.
of like individual character combat to mass
All
scale.
all good.
Yeah.
I just
So
appreciate
basically
being
what
able
it's
to-
done is uses action for dash. How to use its speed
Yeah.
for getting a new heading, and then it did
Yep.
and then it did dash. Okay, so it's gone to there,
Makes sense.
and then these arrow skiffs
Are breaking away.
are
You're going to want to individual
sort of
select them and move them. Yeah, so you can get away from the big one.
Yeah, they are
Okay.
sort of breaking away.
That's actually good for us.
I think they want to go to there. Okay. All right. Let's do volleys. So this
Can
will
you
be
tell me if any of the
this will be your
ballistas-
attacks, guys. H11. Go ahead and roll your current battle rating.
Okay, H11.
has anything on the walls gone into range? Esper?
Not.
Are you sure 400 feet is reasonable? Like, even a longbow can do 600.
This one almost is. You've got 480. So probably next turn.
All right.
But these enemy ship actually they didn't move forward. These held. They held position.
Yeah. Just 400 seems kind of short for range. Like even a longbow can
480.
shoot 480.
Yeah, it's
No, I
480.
mean the range on the.
Yeah, on the
weapons.
siege equipment, that does seem low.
Like 200, 400 seems really short range.
Let's see here.
Like just look at 5e.
Okay,
range.
so the ballista goes up to 480. The trebuchet should actually go up to 800. But
That
here's the
makes a lot
thing.
of sense.
Your
Yeah.
BR is not all trebuchet. So what we can
Of
do
course.
is we can have it be a half roll. So you
Sure.
like halve take the BR in half.
It just doesn't make sense for them to sit up here and not be launching rocks. You know what I mean?
Makes sense. Okay. So H11, go ahead and do your
Okay, for
your
H11,
attack.
that's a 26.
Okay. Are you targeting aeroskiffs or the main ship?
The main ship for this. So wait, are we not all focusing our fire on that center front one? We are, right?
Both of these ships have been struck.
Okay.
You have dealt the most damage to this one right here.
Oh, okay. Well, then we'll keep piling on that one. Yeah. So to that one and to the main ship.
Okay.
It behooves us to try and sink it, if we can.
Yep. What do you got for your attack?
It's a 26, like I said.
Okay, it got a 26 as well, so there's not going to be any. Wait, actually, no. On a tie, you'll do one.
Nice.
The attacker does 1 point of damage on a tie. Okay. And then H9, go ahead and make your attack.
Oh, so that's going to be a plus 12 this time, I believe. Only a 20. Wow, I'm rolling like nat 20s and then terrible.
It got 20 as well. That's its.
Does that mean I win?
That's its siege unit. On a tie, the attacker does 1 damage.
Yeah.
Every point helps.
Mhm.
All right, and then H10 as well. Give a roll.
Okay. For H10, though it be damaged,
Yep.
does pretty respectively well for itself with a 28.
Ooh, that is
That's
good.
the way. Roll well.
18 on that roll.
All right, it got a mere 16.
Nice.
Ooh.
So
That's 12
that is
difference.
that is sort of how you critical hit with the mass combat
Okay.
rules. Is that you
Sure.
have the attacker is 11 or more
Right.
higher than the defender.
Degrees of failure.
Yeah.
I
that
see.
makes
So
sense.
you're going to be dealing 5.
Whoa.
You're going to be
Oh,
dealing
nice.
5 points of
Wow.
damage, and they're going to have to
Okay.
make a morale check. And if they fail, then that
Okay.
unit gets routed.
But
Okay.
we're not at the damage resolving step yet because, of
Sure.
course,
Exactly.
damage isn't applied till the very end.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, because it doesn't make any sense that they would just stand there while you're pounding them
No.
for a minute, and then they pound you for a minute. It's all
It's simultaneous. It's
What
just
we're doing now is
we
we're
have
kind
to
of
do
we're building up what's going to happen in the narrative right now.
correct.
Yeah.
We're basically we just have to do it in order for ourselves because we're human brains.
Yes,
But yeah.
exactly.
I get it.
Okay, and
Play
then
the war damage.
we're going to do a half roll on.
Yep.
Okay.
I think the lead ship would be ideal for the gate people.
All right. H7, you're going to do a half roll. So take
That's
half.
unique.
It's
just
gonna
half
be,
my plus?
Yes, it's gonna
Half
be,
7, 3.
So
yes. Yeah,
Oh,
we'll,
do we
we'll,
not
round,
round
we'll
up?
round up. Do 4. Do plus
Round
4.
up.
4. Okay.
That's nice. Nice of Esper to give us that rounding.
That's how I've been
That's
doing
an
with
8.
the battle ratings and
That's an-
everything. So I've been rounding everything up with this.
Sure.
That is an 18.
Okay, 18.
And then their defense.
And you're
at their current
firing
rating.
at. Let me do. Measuring is very important with this. You're gonna have to
I
be
think we're
attacking the.
focusing the center one down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. you're
Just
gonna
the center ship.
target the
Yeah.
siege unit of that one.
Yep.
It got a 22, so
So no damage.
no
to it.
damage there. And
That's
then we've got H1.
H1. Okay, I'm ready.
Go ahead and make a half roll H1.
So rounding up is going
yeah.
to be
8.
8.
8.
All right. Hopkins. Ooh, not great. 13. Just a bad roll.
I got a 17, so no damage.
No damage.
Okay, then we have H2. Make a half roll.
Half roll. He rolled well. 22.
26 for the ship. No damage.
It's fine.
And this one's going to be half roll as well. Let's do H6. Give me a
That's
half roll. So that'll be
Vapor.
Vince. You'll
That's-
have a plus 5.
5
Plus
plus
five.
5 to this roll.
It's gonna miss. I rolled low, really low.
Well, just say the
9.
number.
9.
Okay.
Okay,
So
yeah.
unless he rolls a 1,
Yeah, it's gonna
yeah.
miss. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's everyone because that's part of the same.
Mhm.
They
I
can
gotta-
move. They can move.
I got a question, Esper. Could these troops that don't have any range go and get longbows or something like that to just be harassing and rain arrows down upon them?
I don't think it's a situation where you have these extra resources that you, for some reason, weren't using that you could have used. It would assume
know,
that they're
that's why
already prepared to use all the weapons that could be effective.
Okay, I'm just thinking.
It's fine. Waiting is a part of the game when you're in
Yeah.
a siege. Like
No, I
this.
know. I'm just trying to figure out how we can optimize as many of
Yeah,
our.
these are inside.
Resources.
We're optimizing.
Those are
right now.
inside.
Yeah.
So
Everything's good.
what about
So that's round 3.
yeah,
Esper.
Vanguard.
Let's
Yeah,
call that.
Vanguards and the Sky Knights are just out of range. Okay, so you
Do
guys
you
are going
need
to be.
do their attacks, or did you already do their attacks?
Well, the Vanguard unit wouldn't be making an attack unless you move closer. Like you'd have to fly
I know.
to like over there. So, do you guys want to do that now? You could.
With us split up as we are, that's up to you guys, the two who are with the.
No,
knights.
we're not going to do that yet. We need
No,
them to be
I
a
want
little bit.
to get those airships a little more further away from them.
Let
Yeah,
their
we-
battle ratings go down a little bit,
Yeah,
and then we'll be
we
more prepared.
we need to be
strike.
closer. We need them all closer. We need their aeroskiffs to be a little bit more separated, like
You-
Vapor said, from the
So-
main ships.
So here's the thing, though. You see how their aeroskiffs are condensing in the center?
Right.
You might want to reposition the unit towards
Yeah,
the
we
center.
might. I would say at least start moving towards the center.
towards the tower on the left-hand side of the center. If you kind of position over
True.
that way, so
Yeah.
you guys have 500 movement by air. You could
Right.
dash and
Right.
probably get there. Esper, does that seem if they dash is a
Yeah,
1,000
we
feet?
can because that's basically what we did last turn or
Yeah.
last session to get to where we are now.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's the place
Yeah.
to be
So
because
the
you'll be in
Vanguard
position to strike.
repositions by this tower
Yeah.
here.
The main key though is just we're waiting for a situation where we can engage an aeroskiff with our aeroskiff and not have to worry about the ships shooting at us too.
Yeah, we
Well, I mean,
want to
you-
try to.
Let's-
If we have
let's
to
be
do 2-on-1,
fair.
we'll do 2-on-1, but we'd rather have 1-on-1.
You guys are gonna be dealing with some ship fire, but we'll be ready.
Yeah.
Anyways, Esper, during round 3 minutes into the battle, has
We
anything
gotta do
happened with
your
Merrill?
guys' defense now.
Oh yeah, do that first.
Yep.
Good call.
All right, H11, give me a roll.
Okay, for H11. We're looking at. I'm rolling pretty well so far for this. We're looking at a 28.
Okay,
Okay.
23, so you sustain no damage.
No damage.
Nice.
H9, give me a roll.
That's gonna be you, Nick.
Yep.
12 is the current rating.
15. Rolling very
Uh,
poorly.
I've actually got a 31 here, so you just took like a critical hit.
5 damage. It does a cap at a certain.
Yeah, 5 is the cap.
That's gonna be a painful hit.
That is going to be a very painful hit. All right, H10.
You might want to edit that now, or well. Yeah.
Don't do
Oh,
any
does it
editing
go
now.
down?
Don't do any editing now.
Oh, right, because they might.
That's like
attack.
our last
Yes.
step.
Got it.
Okay, H10 defending.
H10.
H10 is defending
Yes.
fairly well. 24.
Decent
You're looking at a 31.
Okay. Well,
So
it's not by
7.
more than it's by 7.
No, it's so that's like what, 2,
You'll be
3
taking
damage?
3.
3.
Okay.
You'll be taking 3.
6 plus is 3 damage. It sounds like.
So can they do any half rolls?
It's what 1, 3, or 5.
I guess.
Yeah.
That would be my guess. Yeah.
They are 1, 2, 3, and 5 plus a morale check. One
Sorry,
damage is on a tie. The attacker does 1, or if it's a 1 to if tie or defender wins by 1 to 5. Oh, okay. Sorry. I should probably read my own notes. A tie or the defender wins by 1 to 5. The defender still loses 1. The attacker wins by 1 to 5. Defender loses 2. Attacker wins by 6 to 10. Defender loses 3. Attacker wins by 11 or more. Defender loses 5 and has to succeed on a DC 10 morale check or be routed.
Oh, so when we just did a critical hit to them, they'll have to make a morale check.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Cool.
I don't think anything else is in range.
I don't think so. We've rolled all the...
And those are the only 3 that were in range to do their... Oops, these are only 3 in range to do their
Yeah.
Okay.
siege
So,
weapons.
A1... Okay, this one here takes... The main ship takes 1 point of damage.
Okay.
Then B3... Okay, so their siege unit has taken a total of 6 damage, which is... that's massive. I'm going to do a morale check for that unit.
Is that the one that took 5?
It took 6 total, actually.
Is it?
Yeah, it got
cumulative?
like the crit plus another 1. They've got a 17 morale, so they hold there, even though their unit has been substantially damaged.
Well, they're the Vanguard ship. They knew they were going to take a pummeling.
Yep. And then on your side, we've got Vince's H6. No, I've done something wrong here.
No, you're confused.
What have I done wrong? I did something wrong. I did something
They
totally
should
wrong.
be just atoms.
Who on your side got hit with the critical?
That was H10.
I think I got hit with the critical too.
There, yeah,
I
H10.
remember.
Okay, I don't know why. I totally.
No, someone only got hit for
No,
3 damage.
no.
Someone else got hit.
H.
All right, Esper. I'll start tracking things as you say it, Esper.
The critical. The critical. hit
I've
was
been
one of the next
tracking it, but I
ones.
just
The
put it in the
3
wrong
yeah.
freaking box. Why did I do that?
I don't know. You got a lot to keep track of, so maybe we'll just track it on our side as well.
H9. This one right here. This one got hit with the
Yeah,
critical.
that's what I said. Yeah, like I was the one. Who
Did
got
you
hit
say
with the
that?
critical.
Oh, sorry, man.
Yes.
Okay, so there's an exchange. A pretty intense exchange. The enemy siege weapons on the Vanguard ship sustains heavy damage, but simultaneously your center ship that's engaging them also sustains heavy damage. So
5 damage
H9
for
is down
H9.
to 7.
Yep. Go ahead and make that
And then
change. Nick.
H10, which is here, took a total of 3 and is down to 7
7
as
as
well.
Yeah.
Nick, give me a morale check for your unit at +4.
Yep. Let me just change my thing before I forget to. You said H9 was 7.
Good. You guys did that right.
Oh wait. Oh, I accidentally changed H10 too. Wait.
No.
was H10 off?
That is correct.
Oh,
That was not
okay,
you.
okay.
That was.
Oh, that was you. Okay.
I did that. I'm doing it for my own ships.
Yep. All right,
Okay,
make your
that is
morale check.
that's another natural 20, so that would be a 27.
24. Wait, 27. No, you're rolling with morale, which is +4. 24.
Was that? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong. Okay,
it's a
you're right.
morale
You're right.
check.
I see. It's a different. Yeah, 24 then. 24. Yep.
Yes.
But that's
All right.
fine.
You remain brave. Your morale holds, and
Indeed.
your ship is essentially self-sacrificing for the defense of Holmsgate.
I mean, +7 is still combat effective
This is
to a degree.
this feels like Adriel's ship. You know, it's like go in, protect the kingdom. I don't care about your lives.
Well,
All right.
I mean,
What about the individual characters? You guys want to do anything on the individual level?
well, Esper, again, I ask, has the saboteur made themselves known?
Why
the
don't
barrels.
you guys just jump in whenever you want to do something with the individual characters?
Yeah,
You just let me know, and you can come in essentially anytime.
Cool. Well, my answer is going to be the same until
Maybe
that
not come in is
arrow
not the
goes.
right way to put that. We could zoom in onto you at essentially any time.
Yeah. But as I said, Esper, till that happens, no, I have nothing individually to do.
Okay, let's do this. Got an attack for H11. H11 attack. Oh, that's Adam. Can someone roll for him? He's got plus 12.
Oh, is he?
I can do it. What is it?
Plus 12.
Plus what?
Plus 12.
I can do that real fast. Ooh. Ah. Oh, my thing. Okay, never mind. It's not as fast as I thought. Usually my, I got a 24.
Defender has 27. No damage. H9. Go ahead and make your roll.
It's you.
That's me again, so that's plus 7. Man, I'm rolling terrible. 13.
24. No damage. Is
Nothing.
Going to be the same. And H10.
It's Adam again.
I just rolled a 17. What is that one?
Plus 7.
7.
24?
So 24.
24.
Ooh. This could be a decisive blow here, depending upon what they roll. Oh, 15. Okay. So you're going to be doing
15
3.
is 9.
Yeah, you're going to be doing 3.
Hey, at least it's 3 points.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll tell you that 3 is a pretty devastating blow. Their siege unit is nearly taken out.
Good. Unfortunately, so are 2 of our 3 warship units. They're not looking so hot.
I forgot to do movement. Let me do some movement.
Yes,
real
please do movement. Ships probably should be. I feel like the wings, the 2 flanks, should narrow together a little bit. Come back towards the center. Does that make sense? Yeah, like that. Tighten up. The reason being we want to draw them in, and while the ships are going to be sacrificing potentially getting those other ships into range will be important.
Okay. We're going to do some half rolls now. So let's do this. H7. Go for it.
So that's you, Nick.
Yep.
Half roll would
That
be
one.
4. That's
Yes. Okay, so that one is. Oh no, I still have plus 7. Oh yeah, 4. That's right. You're right. Okay, half
you're
roll.
having it.
Plus 4.
Yeah, can't quite
A
hit those
9.
aeroskiffs.
Oh, I'm sorry, a 6. A 6.
You rolled a 2. Yeah.
I rolled a 2.
Well, that's probably gonna miss. Esper.
Hold on a second. Those aeroskiffs are still moving.
Oh, good. Yes, please come closer, aeroskiffs. We'll engage them.
Get in range, why don't you?
Actually, could we make attacks at full on the aeroskiffs if they're within
I should
400?
hope so. Yeah.
I don't know if mangonels could. The ballistas certainly could, but mangonels don't seem to make sense to be hitting, like, essentially a moving huge-sized target.
I get that. That's what, ballistas and such are for.
All right, what was the result?
He did a 6 total on his ranged attack.
6? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you can fail this.
19. Nope.
Yep.
All right, give me a half roll for unit H1.
Okay, here we go. 22.
23. So you'll be doing 1 damage there.
Wait, even though I missed by 1?
Yeah, remember it's the defender ties or wins by.
You still do 1 damage.
5.
Yeah, you still do 1 damage even if the defender wins by up to 5.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there is volleys of projectiles raining down.
Sure.
It's the chance of it doing at least a tiny bit of damage is pretty high.
I'm not going to complain about a little bit of damage. Yeah.
All right, give me a half roll H2.
H2. That's going to be a 14.
10. So you're going to be doing 2 more damage.
Yes.
They are sustaining like crippling levels of damage as this is going on.
I can see that. Yeah.
But maybe yours will as well. H What do we do? We said H2, H6. Give me a half roll.
That's going to be Vince.
Yep.
5 is your half roll.
That's not good. 8. Why did you betray me, dice? You were so good before.
8. They
know
come
how
with
I
an
feel.
8 as well, actually.
Oh,
Which is a tie for 1.
1 damage.
1 damage.
Okay. Now defense rolls on your part.
Question though, Esper. I just want to know. Nope, never mind. Everything's good. Well, wait a sec. What about the Sky Knights? I guess would this be the time for us to do Sky Knight stuff?
I wouldn't think quite yet until they're a little bit closer.
They're really close. Look at where those 2 aeroskiffs are. Right over top of H.
Well, that's true.
Zoom in a little bit. Those are what I'm talking about. Like we could zoom
yeah,
out there.
those would be great targets for us to hit.
And I'm not talking about individual, not going into our turns. I'm talking about the Sky Knights with battle rating. Go attack them because we have range on
That's true.
on our knights. We just fly out there, hit them, and then fly back. Kind of. Does that make sense?
Okay. So, Sky Knights.
But of course,
The-
I'm not
the
risking my
Vanguard.
actual life, so it's you guys.
What do you have for air? 500.
500.
500 air. Okay. So
So-
you're thinking you like to do a flyby.
A flyby. Yep, exactly. You get it. 250 there, pop, pop, and
Okay.
then 250 back into the wall.
Yeah. So the enemy could choose to attack you. We'll see if it does that. They might.
Which this is the movement phase. We did all that movement, and then here's where we shoot at each other.
Okay. Give me a half roll on the Vanguard. H8.
That's going to be you, Nick.
Neck.
And I think it's just a plus.
Half roll is going to be 6.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is 8. Yeah, so plus 6. Yeah.
Yep.
See if I roll well. This 21. Much better than I've been rolling.
That's pretty good. Hopefully, it's enough.
Mm-hmm.
22. You'll still do 1 point of damage. Okay.
Yes,
I got a 21.
I know, but
Yep, you'll still
he
do 1 point of damage.
succeeded. So long as you
Oh,
didn't
I
get
see.
5 over us or more,
Okay.
then you still do that 1 damage.
I see.
Being an
All right.
attacker.
This Fire Galleon is going to do a half roll against Vanguard. So go ahead and roll for Vanguard.
What type of weapon are these ballistas? Because remember, we are a moving target. Like you said, the mangonels couldn't target them.
Yeah, they're ballistas. They do have mangonels as well. So
Having maybe?
yeah, it's a half roll.
That's fair.
All
All right. Then Nick, go ahead and roll our full battle value because this is defending. Yes,
Yeah.
Esper?
Yes.
So this is a D20 plus what?
12. Plus 12.
Okay. Ah, a 30.
All right, they came up with
Nice.
22. So you evade.
Dodge.
Yeah, you evade. Okay.
Makes sense.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
It's so
Careful there.
well when you're zoomed out so far on a huge map, it's really easy
To
to
click, yeah.
accidentally move a unit,
I know. Yeah.
and you guys end up over there. All right, H11. Go ahead and make your defense.
That's
Okay.
currently at 12. Yep.
It is, yes. 12 and 7. So that's really good. That is a 27.
Nice.
Yeah, we're
Al-
finally we're rolling well
almost-
now.
Almost
Well,
as good as it
don't-
possibly could be.
There's a lot more rolls here, guys. Don't jinx us.
Wait, sorry,
11.
actually, no. I mean, 19 plus 12 is not 27. 19 plus 12 is 31.
All right, 11.
So,
You'll be
dodges.
sustaining nothing.
Okay.
H9. Give me a roll.
Fine.
That's
And this
only
is just a
plus
normal
7.
roll, right? So plus
Yeah,
7.
plus
Yeah, this is your
Yep.
defense.
Roll high, Nick.
Oh, it was almost a nat 20, but it's still 21. So
Okay.
All right, 24. So you'll be taking 1.
One.
On
No,
H9.
2 damage. 2 damage. Esper. If you got a 24 to our 21, shouldn't that be 2?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's
damage.
make a note here. He's going to take 2.
So should I decrease 2 on my?
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah,
I'm
actually,
just-
we
it's
do
probably
that at
better
the
if
end,
I
right?
keep those notes, and I'll tell you guys when to decrease it.
yeah. I'm as a backup, Esper. I'm just taking notes, and I'll make sure it matches.
H10, go ahead and do a roll.
That's mine again. So
Nope.
I think it's plus
No,
7.
that's
mine
Adam.
this time.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
So,
7, 8, 9. My bad. My
yep.
mind.
Precisely. It's an
Yep.
18. Its battle rating is a little lower. It's an 18.
It's still decent.
Could be. We'll see. Well, it should be like a 32.
It's
It got an 18 as well.
Hmm,
So
okay.
you'll
one
be
damage.
taking 1.
We're not doing anything. I'm just tracking so that hopefully our numbers match up with Esper's when he
Yep.
tells us what to do.
Okay. I think that's it. Those ships just did dashes. Okay. So. Okay. This ship right here is the one that takes the worst of it. Their vanguard ship. The main ship takes a light amount of damage, and their siege unit, which includes their aeroskiffs, are completely knocked out. The aeroskiffs go
Nice.
like
Crash.
into the water, smoking,
Yes.
destroyed chunks of debris rain down. Their mangonels and their ballistas are either just obliterated or severely damaged, where they would have to spend a lot of, they'd have it needs to like go back and be repaired.
Would you even say they're combat ineffective at this point?
They have no ranged attack
Yeah.
anymore. This ship has no more range.
It still basically has a huge ram on the front.
That's
though,
what I'm
right?
kind of worried about.
Yes.
Like,
Right.
It has-
Yeah,
it has-
we still need to
It
sink
has a huge ram.
And it's still afloat, and it still has, I assume, some complement of Marines. So it's not like
Yes,
it's,
it has their
Yeah.
ground units still are aboard that ship and the base.
which is
Right.
why we need to sink it.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, of the 2 airships that went down, was one of them that dwarfs? I forget the title.
You're talking about Thrate.
The
Right.
freight that was leading them, yeah.
Yeah.
Thrate Bowumph, Taker of Heads.
Yes. Was that one of his airships?
Yes.
How would we know?
Yes, it was.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
Should that also then count for a morale check because we just took out a?
Well,
leader
that
of
unit's not going to
sorts?
make a morale check because that unit's defeated. So
Well, no,
Yeah.
I meant
That's like-
overarching.
if they're the guys that are not dead, their morale check has essentially failed, or they're
The-
just too wounded to where morale doesn't even matter.
Well, so
What he's saying is
Yeah.
a leader died. Does that impact morale across the battlefield at all?
Right.
Ah,
and
I
like
see.
for the other 2 units
Yeah.
that make up that ship, are their
It-
morale
that is-
checks now? Do they have to make one?
That's entirely up to you, Esper, because it's not
Yeah.
in your core rules as you had intended.
Not at the
Yes.
moment.
yeah, this is why I'm asking because I'm just
No morale check at the moment, but
Okay.
that was a decisive blow.
It will
Um,
add to our experience milestones later.
Okay, on your side, your unit H9 takes 2 damage and goes down to 5,
That is what I had as well.
and your unit H10 takes 1 damage and goes down to 6.
That's what I had as well.
So
5 and 6.
your warships here are taking some amount of damage, but not a lot in this.
The
this
changes.
current
He made the
volley.
change to your thing, Adam. So you're good.
I made the change to my thing, but okay.
Oh well, your colors look the same on the
Okay.
on the thing. So.
All right. So I'm taking things down to individual rounds now. We've got these 2 aeroskiffs that are coming in. So
Okay.
I've got your
You
initiatives
want us to
already.
do a combat?
Yeah, we're gonna do an individual round here. I've got your initiatives already. I've got the aeroskiff initiatives.
Can I ask Esper? There has been no movement on the barrels.
Movement on the barrels? No.
Like no attacks on the barrels yet.
No, nothing's happening there.
Okay.
I need to move this aside so I can select it even.
Don't get yourselves killed, guys.
Don't tell
Discretion
me
better
what to
part of
do.
valor. Well, you're not with them.
That I'm joking. I'll get myself killed if I want to get myself killed.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
It's his party, and he'll die if he wants to.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Honestly, the more I think about it, the more you should save that call lightning for when they're like right up against the walls of, where we're hammering them.
Yeah, I've been thinking on that. I think we're gonna wait. I'm gonna hold on
Just
to
hold
it.
it. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, worst case, you don't need to use it, hopefully, but
And I got a couple other spells that can do massive damage to these airships.
yeah, it's
Vapor.
your wild card.
Vapor, take a turn. You see these airships flying in. They seem to be headed like towards this tower, though their altitude is actually decreasing some.
It's almost like they planning to hit a certain barrel.
What is their range to me at?
Yeah.
You are 370 feet away currently.
Is that 370?
Yeah, you're currently 370 away.
Okay.
What's the range on lightning bolt? 120?
No, it's 100.
100? Okay. That sucks. I know fireball's 150.
Yeah, but I don't have fireball.
Yeah, I know.
Every
You
wizard
can
and sorcerer
break
should have
free
fireball.
from your you can break free from your unit if you want and go flying on your kite sail.
Psh, no.
I
First
think
tempting you.
he is, and I think Vapor's going to signal to his unit to they need to move because I have an idea, but I need the second one within 100 feet.
Well,
200
you know that
feet.
they're coming for that tower.
Yeah, so I want to move so I'm lined up. So as soon as the furthest one is within 200 feet, I can do something.
Why don't you just move on to that tower with the
Yeah.
mangonels?
That's what Vapor's going to do. He'll move to that tower.
Yep. So individually, he heads to the tower, staying at the top of the tower, I assume, where there's cover and things.
Okay, so here we have Vapor flying on his kite sail. And kite sails you have a speed of 70.
Probably dash.
Yeah, he'll dash.
So 140 feet.
Okay,
That's
so yeah, there's a lot of height on the tower. So there's your dash. You're going up and up at kind of a steep rising.
Was I
angle.
on the? I thought we were still up in the air.
Probably came down to hide behind the wall so they didn't have a
Yeah, I
shot
think you guys
on
were
you guys.
using the defenses of the battlements here.
It's fine.
Okay.
You're dashing. You're not.
Aygir.
You weren't going to get in position this turn, anyways. So
Okay, so is it possible to get into range to get a shot off with the arcane ballista at one of the approaching aeroskiffs?
what is the arcane ballista range, Esper?
He has not told us that yet, so I guess we're about to find out.
120/480.
So 480
Okay.
would be the range that you'd be shooting.
Well, so is that... I can't quite see where they are. I know they're close-ish, but they might be...
Let's find out. Esper?
400.
Oh, you can
okay.
take a shot right now.
Sure.
Disadvantage, but why not?
Yeah, exactly.
On board the aeroskiff is the pilot, the dwarven pilot, who is your captive. You. Who else is on board the ship with you?
Arachno, I believe Crispin Hallows actually volunteered, and then some more junior knights. I think like one or two of them. It's Aygir, pilot, or Mutton Fist, Crispin Hallows, Arachno, and then like one junior knight. I think there's 5 people aboard.
We'll say Jacob Drakestone is the knight. He's
Sure.
yeah, junior knight. He is a full knight. He's just not as veteran. as
He's
those
not.
guys.
Yeah, he's not one of the like the veteran Sky Knights that
Okay.
are name recognized across Barnacle.
So we'll say that between you all, you are operating the arcane ballista. Makes sense to me. You have the pilot raise your elevation. You come up off of the battlements to get a clear view, and you fire. Go ahead and make an attack, before you make the attack,
Yeah.
you can target a part of the vehicle.
Yes, targeting the thing that's keeping it in the air.
Okay, so you're going to target its
whatever
propulsion.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Make your attack.
Which is with disadvantage.
Plus
Plus
8.
what? Plus 8. Ooh. Okay. Well, those both actually came out pretty solid. So. What do we got? 17.
That is a hit. You've got 3d10 piercing plus 2d6 force. So
Nice.
3d10 plus 2d6.
3d10 and 2d6. Okay. 3d10 piercing. 2d6 for that force. So 3d10 piercing. We have 22 piercing damage. And then another 8 force damage. Total of 30.
30 in total. All right, 30 total damage. That is enough damage to affect its movement. It is reduced 10 feet of speed. Negative 10 foot speed. Excellent shooting. The arcane ballista streaks through the air. Shit! You got it to work! Well done. All right, let's go ahead and keep this going.
Nice. And speaking of ballista, I assume those two over by the tower, those could probably open up, so to speak, on the aeroskiffs as well. It might be more directly effectual that way. The other tower, actually.
Those are units, though, on the macro scale.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're currently... He's... Imagine this is all happening kind of in
Yeah,
between.
no,
the big
I'm
macro.
aware of the difference between the macro and micro scales.
Cool.
Yes.
All right.
Certainly some of the soldiers are shouting from the towers, "A hit!" And they're like, like reloading and trying to get their ballista aimed and things ready.
Because it takes them a minute.
You see them cranking on.
Yes.
All right, these two have done a move. One was a little bit slower, and they fire their arcane ballistas at a certain spot right here. So each one shoots a ballista bolt that hits right there where that barrel of crackle powder had been.
Well, there is a barrel there. They explode the barrel, but just like dust, and nothing else seems to happen.
There's not an explosion. Brinestar by itself does not explode.
Now, here's my question.
Crackle
though.
powder
So,
by itself will explode when exposed to fire.
I thought the force ballistas were entirely made of force. Clearly, they're force encased.
No, it's 3d10
ballista bolts?
piercing plus 2d6 force. It's like
So
a
they're
magically enhanced.
Enhanced ballista.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a ballista bolt down there which has Brinestar on it.
2. Yeah.
All right. Good to know.
So they fire there, and some rocks like crumble out, and probably the barrels just like busted up to splinters.
Yeah.
So
the
obviously they
barrels
struck, but
Yeah.
no explosion. And you can't hear it, but in your heart you can hear it. The enemy is just like, oh, what?
Fuck.
Like that was supposed to work.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Oh, good.
Where's the kaboom?
Yeah.
There's supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
right.
Vapor, Aygir. What about you two?
What about initiative?
Vapor's still wanting to get into that position where he can line up a perfect shot with the furthest one being at least 200 feet away, at minimum.
Are you talking about a lightning bolt?
Yeah, he's going to distance it if he has to, but he needs to be within 200 feet.
Well, remember you have 70 feet of movement, so what's 200?
Okay, so you need to get to there.
Approximately there. Yeah, it's too far to go and get
So,
back.
okay, so then what he's going to do is he's going to, if he has to, he'll dash to get up on top of the tower.
Just the tower, Esper, not out onto the
Not
open.
he's not going out into the open.
You
so
don't
that
wanna-
way
you don't do that, okay.
perhaps. So perhaps if
Tower.
they keep coming forward, he can.
Okay.
And even if they
So
turn
your
around
kite sail
and retreat,
dashes, and you get up on top
Yeah.
of the tower.
Yeah,
you have a better position now to move from.
yeah. See, he's just trying to get himself into a position where perhaps next time he can release the lightning.
Yeah, for sure.
Though I would say he's kind of making one last quick prayer.
Well, I
to
mean, you
the-
could have done it there,
No.
but you would have
no.
to like end your turn out in the open.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he would have ended his turn without casting lightning and
Yeah.
then taken shots.
No, the kite sail would dash, and then you would cast your lightning bolt.
But doesn't he have to control the kite sail with his action?
I think just having it dash doesn't take your action. If you have it attack, then it does. I'll double check though.
Yeah, double check that because then if that's the case, he might risk it.
I think it's still not the
It's-
good move.
It's not the
but
good move, but yeah,
That's-
I'm gonna say where I'm at.
it Depends. Yeah.
Uh,
Lightning bolt
But that
is
is
an
good
area
information.
damage. Yeah, and it would hit
Yeah.
everything on the, parts
and
of the
everyone in them, and it also
Everyone-
sets fire to anything that's not being worn. That's
ship.
flammable.
Everyone in a single line, so you wouldn't
Yeah.
hit everyone in
So
the ship. but
it
you
still
would hit-
takes its actions, but its options are dash, disengage, and dodge. If you want it to attack, then you have to use your action to have it attack. So it would dash, and then you'd cast lightning bolt.
Interesting. Okay, well, up to you, Esper. Or
You,
not Esper,
but you would end your
Aygir.
turn out in the open if that.
No, he's not
I
going to
think
do
it's a
that.
bad move.
It's a bad. It is definitely a bad move.
It's a
because-
baiting move of it's you
Okay.
could make your attack.
Aygir, what about you and your crew in the aeroskiff here?
Okay, well, given that shot last time worked so well, we're going to
Do
do that again and just
Yep.
gamble with the disadvantage. +8 is pretty good.
Yeah.
So, that still somehow has not bitten me in the ass yet, though I definitely set myself up for disappointment. That would have been a crit, but the
But-
one die that was not a 20 was actually a 17.
Okay,
So
you've hit
it's
again.
it's
That's
a
a hit.
total of a 25. Yeah.
Yeah, you've hit
Even
again.
for the same one or the different one in the engine, because hopefully
Same,
we
same,
can.
same one, and also the propulsion. I want to knock this out of the sky as fast as
This
I
way
can.
they can't turn around and get away.
Exactly.
Yep.
And that's
Good
a
call.
good damage roll.
Even if
That's
we
a
just
20.
disable it.
That is 26 just from the 3d10.
Hmm.
And the extra
Wow.
force damage is another 5, so 31 total.
31. So you've done 61 damage to it.
Right.
in
Now,
theory.
that's going to be at least another 10 feet of movement gone from it.
Yep.
My dice are setting me up for a big disappointment. They're rolling well now, but it can't
Just-
last.
Just
Okay, you release another long-range shot of an arcane ballista bolt. The bolt sails to the air, strikes the thing on one of its propulsion ports, and you've done additional damage. It's at -20 speed now.
good.
Okay, so they...
Out of curiosity, is there... Do I know, just based on my own knowledge, or Aygir's own knowledge of this aeroskiff, is there a point at which the damage will cause it to actually fall? Or
When
like,
it's
do I know
completely
when that
destroyed?
point roughly is?
Esper?
I don't know how to put that into in-game terms, but I would say you have a general idea. Like Aygir himself has a general idea.
Okay.
So
Like, is it the
Is-
equivalent
does
of
it
it's
have
not.
to
It's
be-
not to the point where I'm going to be describing things falling
Okay.
apart yet, but you've done some
Sure.
damage to it.
It was like the equivalent of reducing its speed to 0, or just subtracting
Yes.
30 or 50, or okay.
The speed has gone from 50 down to 30 now.
Okay.
So there you go. That might be a way that you can visualize it.
All right. Anywho,
All right, so they fired and nothing happened. So, who knows what they think about that. And they're getting shot upon.
taking force ballistas to the engine.
Yeah. What are they going to do? They are going to do a turn and a move.
It's okay. If they fly away, we don't need to chase them. We'll just go back into
Whoa.
the macro level.
Okay. So that's it. They don't cover much distance because they had to reorient their heading. So they're there. They're like, flying high above the warship down there in the water. Vapor.
Okay. How far? Will 70 feet get me within at least 200 feet of the furthest one?
I would imagine so.
Why don't you just measure how far they are?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All you have to do is
it's
just
200
go to
feet.
right there.
Yeah.
Which
so
is well within 70, I'm sure.
60 feet gets you there, and you cast a
And-
distant lightning bolt.
Yep.
Should hit both of them.
Yes. Need to make a dex saving throw.
Esper, just to adjudicate how many parts it hits, because it is an area effect, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why don't you just roll
Whole-
the damage right now,
Yeah, give me a second. I need.
and he'll determine what saves he needs
Yeah,
to
go
make.
ahead and roll the damage.
Yeah, I need to get a couple more d6s.
Yep.
There we go. I have enough d6s now. Cool.
Virtual dice, my friend. Virtual dice.
One day. One day.
Let me finish that sentence for you.
10,
Virtual dice, my friend. Virtual dice are
Six.
lame.
20,
And nowhere near as fun as rolling real dice.
27 points of damage. Of lightning damage.
Okay. It has a very not good dexterity save, and it didn't roll high enough. It basically has to roll like almost to a nat 20, I would imagine.
Okay.
All right,
So that also
26.
has a 5-foot radius. So people inside might also need to make saves.
People inside have full cover, but I think you would damage multiple parts of the ship.
Yeah.
It travels through the ships.
It travels through the ships.
Yeah. So Esper, that's up to you, but it's theoretically possible people inside could get hit, because it's not a targeting them. It is targeting an area that is a straight line through the ship, if that makes sense.
The ship is a solid enough object that the lightning doesn't go through the interior of it, but I do think that it would still reach the second ship.
Okay.
But imagine
Okay.
if you guys were like behind like a really strong fortified door. The lightning bolt wouldn't come through the door and hit you.
Hmm.
But I do think it would damage multiple parts of the ship. So
Okay, and then anything caught within its attack would that's flammable would catch fire if it's not being worn or carried.
Probably not applicable because of what you
Yeah.
just said.
Yeah, but like if there's wood, even if it's sturdy wood, it still would catch.
So you did your damage.
I'm just making some
And
notes here,
then-
guys. Give me a second.
Sure.
26,
Mark 27.
27.
Yes.
Okay. Math. I can do math. Yep. Got it. Okay. Just one more second. I don't know if this will actually all be relevant, but why not? I just made notes. All right, you have damaged essentially all the parts of both. I didn't roll the dex save on the other one. No, a -1. That was its total. The total was -1.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, their dex save is -3. That they roll a d20 -3, so it's very not good.
Nice.
So you deal the 27 damage to essentially all the parts of both of the arrow skiffs. Does that have an immediate impact? No, but it's more of a long-term thing.
Yeah. Well, it did damage the engines as well, so that should slow them down.
None have been slowed, but it's like
Okay.
that much closer to them being slowed further.
It's fine. So good damage. Then I assume you're quite
It's quite a bit of damage, but there really isn't an immediate effect.
Yeah.
So
No,
does the
that's
kite
fine.
sail
The
go
kite
back?
sail will dive back onto the tower.
Okay,
So
so
he
the
did
kite
like a
sail like
180.
wings over and comes back.
Yeah,
onto
it
the
kind
tower.
of arched out and then circled back in.
But now they know you're there. They're going to be readying actions for you. So don't try that shit again.
Oh no.
Aygir, do you have another ballista shot?
Do it, Aygir.
Well, okay, so I'm thinking about a movement that I could move back from would get me how far out, and would that wouldn't bring me. The short range is just 180.
That you could get
Or one
back
something.
from.
Yeah.
That seems difficult.
Okay,
There's
so
no way
I-
that you're going to be able to get
You
in
can
short
you can
range.
your
Exactly.
flying speed is 50 feet. You
Okay,
can
so never
and
mind.
but you
Never
just
mind.
go in a
Yeah,
forward
your-
direction. You can
your
spin,
long
you can
range-
you can
That's-
expend the 50
No,
feet
that's not-
to change your heading up to 90 degrees.
Right. So never mind. No moving. Just shooting again.
I mean,
Yeah,
You
could
hit
move
twice
so many
before,
things in this
and
world,
Vapor just damaged that one, so it will be
You are
easy to
shitting
knock
me.
it down into the next lower speed.
I shit you not. Last time I rolled a 20 and a 17. This time I rolled a 20 and an 18. So I have a 26 to hit.
Well,
Yeah, it
you,
hits.
you hit by even one more.
Okay.
roll
All right,
that
this
damage.
Gonna bite me in the ass eventually, but hasn't yet. Okay. That is no, that's great. That's 12 damage from the D10s, and another 9 damage from the D6s. So total of
21.
21.
It's weak damage compared to what you've been doing, but still.
Yeah, but like I've been rolling well, so.
Hey, so long as you hit, that's what matters.
Yeah, so that compounded with the lightning bolt damage that Vapor just did,
Right.
its speed is now at 20 feet.
There we go.
It is
Um,
officially slow. 30 is like, okay, that's still like the average speed of a player character. 20 is not good. Not
May
good
I
at all.
suggest that you also move the airship along the wall parallel to them so that you don't lose your range when they keep moving sideways?
Yeah. Well, let's go over in the direction of that other tower to our left. Oh, are they moving? Which
To
direction
the
are they
right.
moving?
They're going to the right. You
They're
want to
going
go
to
to
the
the right.
Then yeah, towards the tower, kind of hugging a wall to get any cover we can.
It just keeps you pacing them.
Before I forget, I did just roll for a wild magic and I got a natural 20 on that. Nothing happens.
Yeah.
That's
Essentially.
the opposite of a wild magic surge.
Actually,
Yeah.
but can't you
It's
force
a
wild magic if you wanted to?
Predictable
Because
magic
you used,
implosion.
Could.
you used distance spell. You could just
I
make a wild
could.
magic happen.
Let me double check on what the cost
Well,
is.
it
Do
could
you
be
want
good
to
things,
wild
it could
magic surge?
Yeah, but here's the thing. When it happens, you're out all alone in the middle of the air. So if it was like a fireball, like, it's not going to damage us as much. It's a risk.
Hey, you know what? Why don't we have a magic surge happen?
This is your magic item. This is what it's all about.
Yeah.
So, roll a d100 then.
Yep.
Thanks to, he's using the Feywild Shard from Tasha's
Which is in
Cauldron,
his staff.
which he's
Okay.
allowed to make the search. What'd you roll?
29.
29. You teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied spare of your choice that you can see. Unfortunately, I don't think that would help you. So I would say you probably just don't teleport because you can choose.
Yeah. I feel the magic pull in and it's like Vapor feels it and it's like, no. It
Yeah.
just like refocuses it into the
same
light
spot.
net.
Your hair flutters and like your cloak ripples and you just don't
And
go
it's-
anywhere.
I imagine like a sleeve suddenly disappears. And I was like, God freaking damn it.
All right,
Well-
so arrow skiffs, they change their heading again.
Yep.
This one is not slowed. Gosh, this map is
Just
so big.
imagine if you had become resistant to all damage for the next minute. That would have been helpful.
Yeah, just like
That would have
able
been
to do basically
oh,
anything you want to do. Yeah.
been great.
But yeah, it is a risk, of course. You
This
never know
one
what's
does
gonna
not
happen.
change its heading, and there is. Oh my gosh, that sucks so bad. It's not gonna do that.
Remember, 20 feet.
Yeah,
20 feet move.
yeah. Goodness. All right, it'll go. It's meager 25 feet of flying, which is just that. It's going to fire ballista
Ballista.
upon I guess Vapor is probably behind full cover from the battlements. You're up pretty high. Probably it's going to be on.
He has a
It's
head
going to be on
poking out.
your
He's
aeroskiff.
looking out, keeping an eye on it. So
Aygir.
I would say 3 covered.
That's fine. So disadvantage on the aeroskiff because it's at range. What you got, Esper?
20 to hit your
Probably
propulsion.
hits.
Will do it.
Yep.
Aygir, if you want to make a note here,
Yeah.
you have
20.
150 hit points on magical propulsion.
Okay.
Yeah, what I do is I just put like 50-foot speed, propulsion, 150. And then every time it goes down by every 30 damage taken, you're going to knock it down from 50 to 40 to 30, etc.
Gotcha.
All right, 12, 22, 28. So close, but so far away. All right, so no speed reduction yet, but you're almost to that much damage. Okay, so you guys want to keep this at individual level? We can keep playing this out.
I don't care. Like, I think they're just gonna slowly turn and flee while we harry them.
Right. I think. Well,
I could one more turn.
I would.
One
yes,
more turn for your ballista.
Exactly. For that reason. Yep.
All right, let's do this. Vapor, go ahead.
Okay, so would I be within 120 feet?
He
If I
only
did
moved 20 feet. You could probably get.
With a 70
Esper,
foot?
measure from his space to the nearest aeroskiff.
Oh, sorry. I'm like, can't you see it? I need to be on the right window.
That
okay.
would be helpful.
It's like 225.
So
220.
220 minus 70 means 150 if
150.
you flew out.
I don't think that's.
You would use You would have to use distance.
I would have to use distance, but I don't want to use too much of them yet. So.
I get you.
Can
it's
Vapor
1 point.
help anyway the guys on the tower for his turn?
Not really. Like, that's kind of outside what you can do in one action.
Yeah.
What do you
We'd
mean
be
by help
getting
them?
in their
What
way.
are you thinking?
I
Yeah.
quickly dismounting and like either helping them reload, grabbing stuff to help them reload ballistas and magnals.
Realistically, you'd get in the
But
way
I
of
don't.
their
Yeah,
teamwork.
but Warsor's correct. I would just be getting in the way. So, I think Vapor would just take the dodge action, even though
Okay.
he's in full
yeah,
cover.
sure. You and the kite sail can take dodge. Yeah, the
Don't worry about
soldiers that are nearby, they're like actively working on like reloading and
Ballista.
trying to aim right,
Yep.
He
and
would
they've
probably
got their
just make
whole
sure he's not in their way.
siege
as
team.
much. Yeah.
Yeah.
He would probably just try to make sure he's not in their way as much as
Cool.
possible. Just
Onto the aeroskiff to
Mhm.
make its last
Yep,
attack
Aygir.
before we go back to the macro.
Yes. Okay. Let's see. Once again, I can get away with this. Oh.
And if they could shoot at you, you could shoot at
So technically, here I have rolled 3 natural 20s in a row. It's just this time
Yes,
the other
yes.
die is a 5, so I have a 13 to hit.
13.
13 to
Might
hit.
do it,
No.
maybe.
No, 13 to
No.
hit doesn't do it.
Okay.
Okay.
So
All right, so you fire, and the ballista sails wide.
man, that would legitimately be an impressive event if not all of those 20s were not crits. That's a disadvantage.
Okay, so we'll go back to the mass scale. Let's see. Let's see.
out of curiosity, how big are those ballistas?
The ballista,
They
I
were
believe,
shooting at
is the ballista. I believe is a huge size object.
Well, no, like the bolts they were shooting.
Well,
And I think he's
it's a
asking for
bolt. I don't
carrying
know, like
purposes.
maybe 3 or 4 feet long.
Okay, so then perhaps I have an
They're pretty
idea
big.
once they're out of range.
It's like
which
huge
would be like
size
his individual
ammunition.
thing.
Give it a minute, Vapor. Give it a minute. And
Yeah,
they'll
but
be
I
out
have an
of-
idea of stuff.
Yep.
Of what Vapor's gonna be doing here.
So, okay, so we shot that, and now we're leaving the individual turns. Esper, yes.
Yeah, why don't we do a mass scale, and we'll understand that probably this aeroskiff rejoins here. The
The
damaged
other
one, I
one-
don't think would get there.
Yeah, it's probably going to move a little bit and then be shot up. That's my guess. Ballistas can tear that thing, especially because it's not really a moving target as per such. It's a limping target.
So yeah, it covers some amount of distance, but not great. Ships now. Okay. Let's
All right,
do
do macro turn.
Yep.
Do
just-
movement first. Everything movement.
I'm just looking at their ships and seeing where they're moving. Okay.
I think probably for this macro turn, the Vanguard unit might try to take out that. Oh, hello. Might try. I was going to say might try to take out that lagging aeroskiff.
Ah,
You all
Sorry.
right there?
no,
That's all right.
I'm fine.
Good. Good.
So, you guys will have to use a little bit of imagination with what I'm doing here with this ship. Their units are some units are gonna be coming out
Latching on.
coming out onto
Yeah, they're going to try to scale
rocks.
the cliff.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
This is galleon number 4. Let me see exactly what comes out of this.
This could be a new, better use of our aeroskiff's attention, possibly.
Yeah.
Foot soldiers.
Well, I think seeing that nothing has happened here in like almost 10 minutes, I think we got to get back to the action, me and Nokki.
Yeah.
It was a good idea with the barrels, but unfortunately we don't have what we need, and we don't know what happened on the other side of the battlefield. So it is what it is.
Just bear
I
with me,
think
guys.
Nokki
Just bear with
yeah.
me. I'm doing a thing.
You do your thing, man.
It
You-
does have a purpose.
You are controlling everything on the map, so we are just...
Like I said in the beginning, this battle is going to be at a little bit of a slower pace. I'm trying to keep things going kind of fast, but it inevitably is going to be a bit slow because there's so much going on. But like the whole campaign's been leading up to this, so I don't really want to like
rush it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I get it.
exactly.
Yeah, no.
It's a make or break.
I had this idea in my mind when I initially, like weeks ago, started preparing for this. I'm like, maybe I'll just make these 2 numbers. It's like the elf side has the whole elf side has battle rating this, and the whole giant side has battle rating this, and just like
And just
every
make
minute I'll
rolls
just do
back
one
and
roll.
forth.
That's just like the whole war roll.
It's a little too abstract, though.
It was highly abstract, and like the entire thing just hinges off this one roll.
Luck.
So,
Just luck. Yeah.
yeah. So I did a little bit of play testing with this
It's working well.
mass combat stuff, and I'm like, this has promise. This is pretty cool, and we're kind of learning as we go through it.
There's definitely other systems out there, but I'm happy with this one for the map that we have and everything.
All right, so this token here represents a unit
bunch
of
of giants.
dwarven foot soldiers.
Dwarves.
They are dwarves. I know they look like really big when I zoom in, but I
No,
mean,
it makes sense.
we're going to be looking at them at like this kind of scale. So, and this is a fire giant.
Singular.
They on the mass scale, they represent 1 unit together.
Yep.
Yeah. On the individual scale, this would represent like like how many? 200? 220 dwarven foot soldiers. So
Yeah, that's fine.
obviously they don't all fit into literally just that space. We can imagine they're like around, like they're probably just all over the deck of this thing.
We trust you.
So they are, kind of all hands on deck, sort of. They're moving. That's what they're doing there. They're moving.
They're unloading and they're getting ready to try and
They're
scale
getting
the
ready
cliff.
and they're moving. Yeah, organizing.
How
themselves.
high would you say that cliff is, and how easy? Like I see their ridges,
Mm-hmm.
but moving en masse is different from
not
moving as a single unit.
particularly easy to climb, but I mean, there's handholds and stuff too. So it's certainly, well, you'll see. You'll see what happens. But no, they're not.
Oh, yeah, I know.
You can't just walk. You can't just hike up it. You have to climb.
Yep.
And it goes up pretty high. It
I
goes.
would imagine so.
I have it on a note somewhere, but I think like each ridge is 20 feet or 10 feet, or I think each ridge is 20 feet. All right.
Okay.
Let me go back then and. Okay, I told you I was gonna keep this going pretty fast, so we've talked a lot. Let's get stuff going here. All right. Let me see if it can do a half. Okay, it'll go there for a half. This one will come in maybe to about there. This one is dash. This is about there. This one I think is pretty much fine where it's at. Okay. So the main movement we saw was this one did a dash, this one did a move, and then the like ground units are mustering.
I think we need to move the Vanguard unit.
Meanwhile, simultaneously, the Vanguard moves where? You're right here.
You guys can disagree with me.
Over
I think
to
yeah, I
What are
think
you gonna
back
say?
to the position where we were, back where you came from, because
yeah,
there's
exactly.
there's
No,
more
that's-
opportunity to take out that
Vapor's
one
going to
shot.
make
Precisely.
a detour.
Okay.
So you want to detach yourself from the unit, Vapor?
Yes.
Okay.
Vapor's going to detach for a short period of time.
I think that's not a great idea, but I know what you're gonna do, but it could be good, it could be bad. We'll find out. So dashing should be 1,000 feet, Esper, because we have 500.
Do you want to go? Do you want to go?
I think a
Another?
full dash, yeah, is needed.
Yeah, we need to get over there because they're not going to be able to attack us yet, but we need to be able to attack them soon.
Staying close to the top of the wall, but we're flying. Yep.
Okay, you're flying, but you're not much above the walkway.
Esper, I would like to also say that me and Nokki should be rejoining the unit as fast as we can on our kite sails.
Okay.
So, as they come up there, ideally, if you want to just kind of make us double dash into the unit.
Yeah, we can just
somewhere.
like if you guys
Reattach
want.
us.
Yeah, if you want, we can just kind of subsume you back within that token.
It makes sense because it's over the course of a minute. We would be flying to meet up with them, and that's all that is.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
What else?
Do you need to hear what Vapor's doing?
Yeah.
So he is going to be diving down to where those ballistas hit, and if he can easily get them, he's going to grab them and then
Load them up.
load them up and take them over to the Vanguard.
There's 2 ballistas, I believe.
Oh, you're talking about the ballista bolts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
The ones with
the
the
projectiles.
Brimstone.
Okay, you just said ballistas. I'm like, he's grabbing.
Oh yeah, I
ballistas?
didn't. My
Okay,
in my
sure,
head
the
I
bolts.
finished it. I didn't completely say.
He loads 2 ballistas on the side of his kite sail.
Where do you end up after collecting the ballista bolts?
Once he has them, he's going to hug the cliff, flying back up to get back up and over the walls.
Heading to the left side, I assume. Yeah.
Yeah, heading back towards the Vanguard because he doesn't want to be out in the open super much, but he will be heading back to.
Okay. Get back behind the walls as soon as possible.
Yeah. He,
Okay, so
I don't think you're
Vapor's
within range of anything.
Yeah, Vapor's like
Yeah.
there. You covered
You're a
quite a bit
single
of
unit.
distance.
Like, I don't think they're gonna turn their ballistas on one guy. Like, fire everything. That would be the equivalent of that Star Wars, where they're just shooting the one guy standing there. It's like, okay, sure, whatever you say.
it's just one guy.
Yep. And that's when you just, like, dust yourself off afterwards because they missed you. Yeah. Anyways. Go on.
I'm just doing some movement here on this gate guard. All right. What else? I think that's it. Maybe the ground troops should start mustering as well.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I
to
think
me.
it's still a couple rounds before they're going to have any action, unless they have ranged weaponry. I just think they're just kind of ready to receive.
Yeah, so that was why I asked about that. But if they're just melee, I'd maybe move them in a direction, but be
I
ready
feel
Yeah,
for
I
like-
think
once
I think
that's
they're going to
it.
move to this tower.
Okay.
They'll
Just
be
be
they'll
ready
be
to-
inside this tower here.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So long as they're ready to respond to the right side, just in case they try the same thing that they're doing on the left, on the right.
Okay.
That's my only concern.
Let's do some volleys now. The enemies over here are not going to be attacking. They're doing all they did was moving and mustering and such.
Yeah, they're disembarking.
I guess
I would
I'm
have
letting
that.
you
I would
guys
have
do the
our
attack
unit
rolls
that's
first.
there.
All right,
Focus the fire giant.
H7.
Right.
H7.
H7.
All right,
That is
H7.
Nick. Or is that a
H7.
full or a half? Esper.
That's
It's
a
full. It's full.
Okay.
H7 can attack Fire Galleon 4. There we go. Okay,
Attacking the
H7 can attack ground troops or can attack the siege unit.
I
I'll go
like
for-
the ground troop, but that's just me. It's wait, it's you. Yeah, Nick. What
Yep.
are you doing?
I was gonna go for the siege unit actually.
We'll go for it then.
Yep,
But
I'll
they're
do the
not
siege
shoot-
unit.
But that siege unit's
But
not
they
gonna be
could.
shooting.
But they
Yeah.
could next
All right.
turn. Is-
Yeah,
So I'm gonna do the
I
siege
I
unit.
actually misspoke, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, their siege unit will still be able to attack. Their ground
Yeah.
units,
I got a 16.
and they're actually I think there are 2 ground units. Yeah, you just go ahead and hold on to that, Nick.
He rolled it.
I got a 16.
Okay. Yeah, there are ground units over there. Oh my gosh, there's even a bigger one. Okay.
That's fine.
Sorry about that. So,
We
what
trust
should
that
I
you know
do?
what you're doing, Esper.
oh, I kind of do. Fire giant.
Well, as long as
Okay. Here we go. Sorry, I just completely forgot that these galleons
Now,
are
this
so
is-
big. They're composed of multiple units.
Yeah.
So there are 2 ground units mustering, and then their siege unit still is like on board.
this is where Call Lightning would be real sweet.
Okay, so Nick, you got a 16, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna roll for their siege unit here on D3. Okay. All right. about
Esper, does
27.
Yes, but Esper, just curious, what was the advantage for being on the walls and having high ground?
For attacks in melee, you would have advantage for high ground, and for defense, if you're behind this fortification, you have advantage on your defense.
Good to know. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So like,
Alright.
probably what's going to happen
When
is their siege is about ready to
Gonna
shoot
shoot
that
back.
unit of yours, Nick, and you'll have advantage on your defense. I'll remind
Cool.
you of that when it happens.
Very good. Then nothing on the attack, unfortunately, but that's not unexpected.
Okay, Vanguard already moved. Those ground troops moved. All right. H7.
That's me.
Make a half roll.
A half roll, so that's gonna be a
Wait.
4.
H7, you just did H7.
I thought that was H9.
No, H9
Oh wait, no,
is
that
a
was
warship.
That was H7. Yeah, that's right, you're
Okay,
right.
H7
What-
is split between 2. Okay, sorry about that.
Is it?
Okay, yeah, it's
Oh.
it's split between 2.
That's weird. All right.
All right, so H11 warship. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Adam.
Yes, I'm on that. Sorry, a lot of tabs.
Plus,
Okay,
plus 12.
correct. Okay. That's once again. I'm gonna fail a roll really badly at some point. That is 30.
30. They
You
got a
keep,
21.
telling that to your prodigy. Yeah, keep that prodigy honest.
Exactly, precisely. I can't let the gods of fate know that I'm rolling well.
Okay, 21. So you're landing a strong hit.
Nice.
All right, next we have H9. Go ahead.
That's fine.
That's you, Nick. Yep.
And this is just a normal roll.
Yep. Plus 5.
Plus 5.
Roll well.
Nope, 13.
All right. Esper, roll badly.
26. No damage. Okay, H10. Go ahead and make your roll.
All right, this is the much lower one, so
Yep.
we'll see what happens. It's an 18.
That's possible. Could do some damage.
29. No damage.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. So you fire upon this central ship, essentially with the end goal of sinking it, and its iron sides repel your attempts.
H10 is pretty weak now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, that was against the central ship? The one that has, like, no battle rating?
Well, it has 3 units. Its siege unit is knocked out.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, it was attacking like the main unit now.
Gotcha. I would
Like
have
the
thought
ship,
Is it,
the ship
a
itself.
ship.
Yeah, the ship
what is it
itself.
attacking with?
Siege.
basically you shot the guys on the deck is what happened. I thought
Okay.
that he was shooting at the ship, and I was like, that
Sure.
29 is kind of high for damaged ship. But no, that makes sense.
Right.
Okay, cool. Go on.
Well, just what weaponry does it have left now that its siege weapons are disabled? Is it like
Nothing but the guys on
arrows?
the ship.
Okay.
Melee or on the individual scale, like some individual NPCs have range.
Well,
attacks.
melee how?
They
Oh,
have
no,
to
no,
ram.
It's
They
just-
would-
Yeah, they're gonna
yeah,
have to
alright.
do something.
Sure.
You'll
Yeah.
see.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Esper, laugh, haha. Yes. All right, where are we? We took our shots. Wait, tower shots, Esper. Who's up? H1?
Yeah, I'm just measuring it.
I take it that they're shooting at the
Yeah,
people
we'll do-
on that ship?
Yeah, go ahead and do H1 and H2.
Okay. H1 and H2. Are these full value or half value?
Full.
Thank you. All right. We've got ourselves a whopping 22 from H1 and a whopping 15 from H2. Terrible rolls.
All right, we've got a 26 and a 18. So you'll end up doing 2 damage total.
Okay.
H6.
Still terrible.
H6. Yeah, go ahead and make a full roll.
9 plus 9.
Okay. That's going to be 25.
Okay.
I'm sure.
28. So you'll be doing 1
So
damage.
1 damage.
to their
All right, at
siege
least I'm
unit.
doing something.
Yeah, it's better than just glancing off.
Okay. Now, enemy offense. These are just mustering and getting ready and such.
Yeah. Movement's already happened. Oh, okay, you were just trying to select that guy.
He's going to do a ram.
Does that allow him to move during the attack phase?
Well, see, here's the thing is I probably should have moved it during the move phase. So I'm just going to include that now.
I think we can abstract.
It doesn't have any
allow
ranged
it.
attacks, so
Yeah. That's why I was thinking, like, we would have maybe done things differently if we knew
So
it was coming
that's
to ram.
H10 it's targeting there?
But
Okay.
Esper,
H9.
just as a question, if it was
Mm-hmm.
doing that during the move phase, wouldn't the other ship have tried to get out of the way during its move phase?
Where would it go? The galleon is faster and it has solid behind it. I mean,
I mean,
maybe they like went like
Skip-
over here to see what they could do.
well, I would say, like, try to skim the side of the ship. If it's going to hit you, don't hit head on. Like, go along the side, if that makes sense. Pass it by. Because when you're moving like this, if you go this way, they can't turn into you once you
Right.
pass their front point. That would be
I
my
think,
argument.
I think
but
this needs to be a contest of the
Go ahead.
commanders, and
Sure.
it's like their water vehicle commands, right?
go
Like
for it.
the maneuvering. So I'm going
Yeah.
to do contested rolls between. I think it's. we got a
Who's
map
that?
right.
H.
Mekfotang. Yeah, it's going to be Mekfotang versus captain. I did not name every single NPC here because I would have been like spending a whole day just coming with NPC names.
And they would have
Did you
just
name the ships.
and they
Do the
would
ships
be
have
dead
names?
All right,
ships should
the
have
enemy
names,
has
Adam,
20.
be quiet.
The enemy has 20, and the ally has a mere 13. So ram is happening.
Okay.
All right, so enemy attacks. We've got siege unit here. H7, go ahead and do your defense roll. You have advantage for the fortifications.
And it's just a normal defense roll.
Yep.
So that's going to be okay. So that's set +7 with advantage.
Mhm.
See what I get. We did not roll well at all. That's going to be.
Even with advantage?
Yeah, no, I rolled pretty poorly on both. I rolled a 2 and an 8, so that's going to be a 15.
15. All right, they've got 21 mangonel stones and ballista bolts strike.
21
Yeah,
to
I
15.
think I've rolled like I don't think I've rolled higher than a 10, except
Just-
for that one nat 20.
You disappoint me, Nick. So that's 3 damage, right, Esper?
Yeah, it's a strong hit,
Yep,
or
got it.
heavy damage. We might consider it. We consider it light, moderate, heavy, and critical. So heavy damage
Got
to H7.
7.
Ouch.
Yeah,
That is
H7
definitely our
is
weak
not
weak
a
spot.
very powerful unit.
Yeah. We
Okay, does this one even have... it's going to be a half roll. All right, go ahead, H7 again. Make a roll.
with advantage.
It's a half roll.
With half
so
roll.
half roll. With
You are not
No,
doing
no,
a
no, no,
half
no, no.
roll. You are
No.
a fool. He's talking
you
about
roll.
himself.
You do a roll with advantage.
Oh, just a normal roll with advantage.
Yes.
+7. +7.
Okay.
Nick.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I know. I'm aware. I was just making sure it wasn't a half roll or anything.
Nope.
Oh, that's better. Oh, whoopsie. Did that incorrect. Let me calculate. 23.
26. They rolled a really high.
So 2 damage.
So moderate damage
2
there.
damage, yeah.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Next.
H11.
H7's almost dead.
H11. Go ahead and make your defense roll.
Okay. H11's defense roll is yes +12. It's 14 + 12. It is a 26.
It has 26 as well, so it'll be a light damage.
Okay.
So 1 damage to that.
Yep.
Okay. Continue. What else we got?
Now we've got the ram. Okay. H9.
Oh, that's me.
Yep. Go ahead and make your roll.
I just want to make sure. So that's +5 for each.
Correct.
And this is just a normal roll, not advantage.
Yes. This is a ship versus ship. I have a feeling
Oh.
H9's not going to survive.
None of these ships are going to survive. Our ships.
I mean,
they know what they're doing out there. They know what their purpose
That's
is
a
out
10.
there.
I rolled a 5, so that's 10.
I've got a 33. The ship
So that's
is
gonna
just
destroy them.
completely. The ship is just torn, like a massive hole, just gapes wide
Yeah.
open in it. Some of the units like fall into the ocean. Water comes flooding in.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
we'll get to that. I mean, that takes all their battle rating. They puts them at 0 battle rating.
Okay, yeah, that ship is just going to be completely toasted. All right.
I know. Yeah.
H10.
H10.
Okay.
Go ahead, give a roll.
Yep.
Plus
They're pretty weak. Oof. All right, but they rolled a 19, so they got a 25.
25. All right. They might stick around.
Again, like so many things in this world, it's setting me up
19.
for disappointment at some point.
No damage.
So no damage.
Nice.
Okay, the longer
H6,
they hold
make a
out-
roll with advantage.
H6.
H6, that's Vince. You have a +9 on that.
He said that he was going to be right back. We should roll for him.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, go ahead and do that roll with advantage.
Got it. Okay.
And with advantage, +9. What have we got?
Oh, did you want me to do? Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I thought you were. I thought it
No, I'm
sounded
sorry.
like
Yeah,
you were.
I can do it. I can do it. Sorry, I heard dice rolling, so I assumed.
I
someone
heard
else
dice
did it.
rolling too. I guess that was
That was
Esper.
me.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
see. So that was with advantage +9. So that is going to be a roll terrible. Someone else should roll instead of me. I got 15.
15. All right, they have 22.
I
That's
rolled
gonna
What
two
did you
times
do to
that
my
were higher than
unit?
10. 2 times that were higher than 10.
You're
Hey,
getting a
you were
heavy-
How
here.
much-
It's not my
You're
fault.
getting
How much
heavy
damage?
You're getting heavy damage. 3.
Heavy damage of 3. All right.
Eight.
And that was H6,
Nick,
right?
you can't roll for me anymore.
Yeah. Yes.
Too late.
All right.
now.
So this was a pretty intense round.
This sucked.
Here are the results of what happens. Unit A3, that is the siege of this galleon here, sustains heavy damage.
Yep.
Unit B1, that is the main ship unit of this one, sustains moderate damage while going in for the ram. Unit F3, that's right here. The siege unit of this one sustains light damage.
Okay.
On your side, Unit H5, where is it at? H5, foot soldiers. No, I've done something wrong. I've done something totally wrong. It's H7. Right?
Yes, that is H7.
H7 took
Sustained 5 damage.
5, yeah.
3, and then a 2 is what happened to them.
Yes. Yeah, they took a moderate and a heavy hit.
Which
And
puts
they
them down
are
to 2.
not doing well. This gate guard unit, which is divided between these two, is not doing well.
Nick,
I
you
blame
wanna
everyone. I
adjust?
blame, I blame,
In
I blame
fact,
everyone but
in
myself.
fact, since they've split,
Yeah,
I think these guys are just going to be gone.
sure. Does simplify things.
Yeah, they're just going to be, they're killed,
Nick-
they're damaged, or a few straggling survivors are running to try to get to that other tower. And
Yeah.
there's damage to the siege weapons and damage to the
Nick.
battlements up there.
Change your battle value
Oh, do I? What do I lower it by? Sorry.
by 5 for H7.
You're down to 2 on
This is
H7.
your responsibility to do your unit.
No, I missed the. I didn't hear it.
I put it over here.
Unit
on the-
H7, you took 5. You're down to 2.
Yep, I did it.
You did
Unit
good.
H6, that's Vince.
Took 3 damage.
This Eastern Gate Guard took 3. You sustained heavy damage. Mangonel
Vince.
shots.
Alright, I've changed it on my sheet.
Are you not using the sheet that we're using?
No,
Okay, we'll do it here then.
sorry.
That's all right.
The worst of all is the warship
H9.
here.
Yep.
This warship is
Destroyed.
destroyed. It's sinking before your very eyes. And simultaneously, we can understand that this one has been rendered ineffective as well. Those 2 tokens represent the one.
We get it. Yeah. Maybe the other one decides to go on a suicide run into the other ship, to do as much damage as it can.
I don't even think they have crew to really make the ship function. Unit H9 is just out. It's defeated. Once you get to battle rating 0, the unit's defeated and it can't do anything.
I get that, but
And H11, right here, it sustained a light damage, so it's down
1
to
damage.
11 battle rating. Okay, so that was the most complex mass round yet. We kind of engaged all the units. I think all of them, except for maybe one. A lot
the
happened.
melee units have done nothing yet.
True,
H3 through
true
5.
that. But there was more than ever. It went a bit slower, but a lot happened during that. We just produced a lot of war development.
Ready for the next round?
I think we're just going to keep going to the next round.
Yeah.
So
Alrighty.
what's happening over here is you've got these ground units trying to
Well-
set up ropes and grapnels and start getting troops up, climbing up.
Can we tell you what we want to do, Esper? And maybe that will help you decide. We don't need to go into individual rounds necessarily.
Right.
but I think Vince wants to rejoin the unit. And then maybe if we could do a sort of a call lightning, but in minute time to abstract it. Because I think
we want to.
I think that'll be faster than him being like round 1, round 2, round 3 for 10 minutes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And with the arcane ballista coming to bear on the arrow skiff, we're going to start shooting that too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But basically, he can do it from up here on the wall once we all get moved as a unit.
Okay, so Vapor rejoins
Joins
with
the unit. Yep.
Rejoins. Okay.
And then we move up to the wall, you know, the tip of the thing, so we can overlook the ship.
I am getting lagged. Is anyone else seeing lag?
I'm not getting any lag on my end, at least.
No. But you're not seeing lag with me? I don't seem to be lagging? Okay, it might just be my map tool then.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Okay, let me get him.
There are quite a few tokens on this map. So
And it's a really big map.
correct.
There's a lot of stuff going on, so.
Okay,
Yeah.
so... sorry, guys. I'm getting lagged. This is not letting me move very quickly here.
Okay,
Shit.
take your time.
Okay, whatever. Where does the Vanguard go?
Straight north to the edge of the wall.
Yeah. Well, not all the way though. Obviously, when we come into good range of troops that are coming onto.
Yeah, so
onto
if you're
there,
going
we're gonna
north,
start
what you're
shooting.
going towards is you're going towards volleys of siege projectiles, a few fleeing stragglers, and a bunch of like dead, dying, severely wounded soldiers.
Right.
I understand that.
Okay.
But that is the ideal place to be for our call lightning.
Precisely.
At least to cast it. Because once you've cast it, I don't think you need to stay within
You don't. It never.
Yeah.
There's nothing about saying you need to.
point in the air. And then once you've put it there, then we
Right.
can fall back and he can just keep calling it down. He just needs to be able to see it. So there is a range that will stay out of their ballista mangonel range while you call it down, ideally.
Yeah.
So,
Um,
Esper, can you give us a distance to the units, the mustering dwarves?
330.
330? My, what a coincidence. I think 240, 300 is the tip. We could fly out slightly because we have a fly speed of 500 as a unit.
Yeah, I would say we fly out just a bit, just to make sure
Just to drop it down on them.
Yeah.
What do you think, Esper? Can we accommodate that?
So, well, yeah, we should maybe have the arrow skiff stay level with the fortress so it can start shooting and not expose itself to fire from them. But then, because Vapor's on a kite sail, that's more maneuverable. He can go
Yeah.
out there and come back.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I would like to give him as much support from our unit, though, because the thing is, if he's out alone, they could target him individually. If we're as a unit, then we protect him as a unit. That's how I see it.
Could have the knights fly with them.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
And we're all dodging and we're trying our best, but we give that battle rating support to him if he, gets shot at, which I think, we'll deal with it. Esper?
What do you
think?
what do you guys are you liking where you're at there?
No, so
Positioning?
Esper,
For the arrow skiff, yes, but then the main unit is going to fly out further, so he can actually cast the call lightning.
Okay.
So Esper, to be clear, we are going to be going out past it a little bit to get within 300 feet over top of the. We don't need to go too far, maybe like 60 feet or so, and then he can drop that with a ranged distance spell, the
Yep.
call lightning, and the call lightning 60-foot radius past the 240-foot range, we'll give him a 300-foot furthest edge, which should cover those dwarves, and then have a 60 feet radius area over top the ship.
Awesome.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that sounds really cool. So let me get a little radius, like a circle, and
Yeah.
I'll probably
And
do a
that,
faint-
basically you want a 120 diameter or 60-foot radius.
Alright, let me...
And we don't have to go into individual turn time, like I said.
Right.
We can just say minute by minute, because there's a 10-minute concentration. He could, abstract that into just a bunch of dice rolls. And then you could take that damage and translate it into battle rating damage.
Makes sense to me. I just need to reduce this down just a little bit more. There we go.
There's other ways you could do it too, but it's just really fun rolling lots of damage.
I would
Oh,
like
yeah.
to roll all of that damage.
I mean, there's something fun about taking 30 d10.
Yeah, I need
You
more
might
dice.
you might want to do it computer dice, but that's up to you.
I can do that very quickly.
Yeah, if you want. I mean, Nick can't roll for you anymore.
The token that I'm
I'm
using
the only one who
for
should.
the area,
Yeah,
it can't go on top
On
of
top,
the creature
yeah.
tokens.
I know.
But
I know.
Just
We
but
know
I
where
think
it
I
is.
think I got the idea of what you're doing. So
You've
you
done
call
beautiful.
upon this storm cloud, and it's up above the enemies right there, and
Margalolo.
raining down bolts of doom upon them.
Much doom.
So
You
Why don't
want
you
me to
just
roll?
Yeah, why don't you roll 1 minute worth of damage, and he can abstract that into a battle rating value, because this is both individual and yet mass scale.
yeah, so
'Cause-
don't roll a whole minute worth of dice just all at once.
Oh, well, how would you like it?
Yeah, I think this
Flash,
is something,
roll
yeah, this-
36, D something.
D10.
Mhm.
What would you like me to do then, Esper?
Yeah, what would you like, Esper?
Give me a sec. I'm going to make a note here.
Sure.
Okay. Bear with me, guys. Okay. Go ahead and roll your first round's damage.
So 3d10. Which basically every creature within a 5-foot, it's a little area blast.
That's going to be 11.
Okay, 11 lightning.
Do you have a preferred target?
Vapor.
Sorry, I had a cough right when I was about to speak. Probably around the fire giants, because they're be big threats as well.
Okay.
So, if the dwarves are circled around them, otherwise he'll be doing it right along the edge of the cliff where they're about to start
Okay.
climbing.
The fire giant is definitely in.
Embedded.
target that you can make out quite a bit due to its great size.
Would be good to take them down, yeah.
12 damage, you said?
11.
11.
11 damage? Okay.
Keep in mind, it is an area effect, so if there were any other units within 5 feet of the blast, it could hit them
Oh, I'm
as well.
sure along with that you
Hit 1-2 dwarves.
damage some dwarves. Dwarven soldiers take, whatever the lightning damage from that. They're all taking notice of this magic storm that you've called up that is beginning to crackle and like a bolt has just come streaking down.
Before we go too far, Vapor, did you want to use your wild magic?
Well, I got to roll anyways for it.
Well, you do have to roll for it, but you could also just make it happen.
No, not at this time because we're within a group.
Okay. I mean, could be worth it. There's some really good rolls on that table.
There is, but not at this time.
Sure.
You also deal the lightning damage to that first giant there.
Yep. Got it. All right. So would you roll, Vapor? Any wild magic forced to happen?
No.
Cool.
No, none was forced. I got a 3.
All right.
All right, so they, all the enemies, they're seeing this happening and responding. There's some confusion. They look to the commanders. They're trying to decide what's best to do. The cloud is quite ominous. Yeah, I'm going to run this at the individual level for a while before we go back to the mass level. Let's do Walykos. What do you want to do?
Walykos? Walykos. Sorry, if you had let me know that we were doing individual, I would have prepared. 60-foot range, 150. I have a 150-foot range thing, but I cannot extend my range like he can. So, Esper, can you show me the distance from where I'm at to the ship in the area there down there? No, not like that. I mean range-wise, Esper. I need to know the range, distance.
The distance between you to the enemies?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's what I need.
270 feet.
And I cannot move, can I? Or is this my turn?
It is your turn. Yeah, do what you want.
So how much was it you said? 200?
270.
270? 70-foot speed on my kite sail.
Yep.
140 would put me within 130 feet if I went almost all the way. So I have Spike Growth, Esper, which is a nice little 20-foot radius spell, which in an army like this could do massive amounts of damage. 150-foot range. The trick is, of course, that I have to spend my kite sail's dash action to go 120 feet, and then I would have 20 feet to come back with. It's pretty risky. I'm definitely going to get targeted, but I think it's kind of worth it because they're trying to, get themselves moving, and if I spike growth right on top of them all, they're going to take damage en masse as they try and get out of the spike growth and try and climb that cliff. Yeah.
Okay.
It's difficult terrain as well. So, yeah, I say let's do it. It's a good use of my concentration since it lasts for up to 10 minutes. Yeah, that seems pretty good. So I move 120 feet towards them, drop the spike growth with a 20-foot radius, little 40-foot, diameter circle. And then I fly 20 feet back the way I came, which will put me at 170 foot from wherever it is that I dropped that.
Okay. So you come out. I'll take you. I give you
Yeah.
a visual reference of yourself.
Yep. Thank you. Come out. I would go
Fly.
120 feet. 120 feet first. That's my first move. And that's where I would stop to cast the spell from. So 150 feet from there, if you could drop the 20-foot radius spike growth. I would like to put it both on the ship and on the land. But if I have to, I'll put it on the land. Because if we... Basically, they can stand still and get hit by lightning, or they can move and take spike growth auto damage and get hit by lightning. Does that make sense?
That's pretty funny.
I know, right?
All right, so I'm gonna try something, and we'll see.
Certainly.
We'll see if this cooperates with me.
Trying to put it on a higher level. Yeah.
All right, so you get it like there.
Is that only a 20-foot radius? Or does it need to blow up a little?
Oh, a 20-foot radius.
Radius. Yes, it's not a 20-foot area. It is a 20-foot
Oh my
radius.
Goodness. Okay.
Yeah, spike growth is perfect for this. Whoa, not quite that big.
That's a bit more than a 20-foot radius, Esper.
I'm getting.
The god of Asera gives me the mightiest spike growth.
Would you just like cover an entire ship in spikes?
That's maybe like a 20-foot radius on a normal, regular individual combat map.
Yeah, Esper's got this. He'll shrink it. It's just I think he put it on.
I don't think
I
don't think he should shrink it. I think he should keep it.
Still, that's too big.
Radius.
That
Because
looks way too big for a 20-foot radius too.
So that's probably about the 60-foot radius size.
Just like just measure it if you need to. That looks more like a 20.
Yeah, which is bigger than one of their units, which is what kind of I'm happy with. If I can cover one of their units, they either have to take damage or stand still. It should be approximately 1/3 of the 60-foot radius. So, yeah. So long as you know it in your head, Esper.
How do you like that?
Can I put it a little bit more to the left slightly? Yeah, because I figured they're going to want to get off the ship, and I want them to walk through more of it, if that makes sense. If they have to go through that square.
Did anyone see that red flash on the screen?
I did.
I did as well.
Okay. Okay. I was just making sure I wasn't. There.
Oh,
Okay.
there it is. Yeah.
I was like, am I going crazy? Like,
You are,
No,
Nick.
that's some kind of lag maybe, but it fixed itself.
I have,
It's fine, Esper.
I have something that we should specify, though. You can't transform objects into spikes. It needs to be the ground. Would you be
from
okay
point
turning the
within
ground
range-
here?
Hang on.
wait,
a second.
is the platform on the ship not considered ground?
It doesn't say that in the spell, Esper. It transforms and twists into hard spikes and thorns. The area. I
That's
don't
a
think
good-
it has to be
that's a
natural
good-
ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It probably would say if it had to be natural. Usually the spells will say something like,
Like entangle. Yeah.
yeah.
I think this is
so-
meant so that you could use it inside a building as well, is the point, I think.
Okay, that's good enough. So how about that?
Is that 100? It doesn't really cover where I would
The-
like it, but
This is your
150 point.
That's 150
Okay.
is this here.
Then put it as well. Actually, Esper, if I move 20 feet further, if you could move it up 20 feet more, I know I'm taking more of a risk, but because I don't go back as far, but I had 24 feet of movement or 20 more. Oh yeah, that does much
That's
better.
really good. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
get like a little bit of the second
s-
one and the whole thing on the first one.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna get shot at, I know, but I'd rather get shot at by a little bit and hopefully I'm pretty high up in the sky. They gotta have disadvantage. We'll see.
What you've gotten pretty close now, Walykos. So what you
I
are
know.
seeing here are hundreds of dwarven foot soldiers.
This might be me
Hundreds
going down
of
in
them.
flame as you shoot me out with javelins like you did that one character way back when. But
It was arrows. It was arrows, not
Oh, it
javelins.
was javelins. Was it
Arrows.
Okay,
Arrows.
whatever. Either way, Esper, it's what it is. I took a risk, and I'm gonna just see what happens.
So the basic foot soldiers, you don't think they have
ranged?
well, they have like spears. And
Okay,
like,
good.
They
Then-
could throw like their spear and not have their spear anymore, and a spear will not reach you.
150, and then
Yeah, a
up,
spear could go up to like maybe 60 feet or 80 feet or something like that.
The giants definitely have attacks that could reach
So you
me.
don't feel particularly
Yeah.
worried that their bulk, like ground foot soldiers, are going to be doing
Cool.
anything.
Then
you see there are
yeah.
two
giants.
in these units. There are two fire giants.
Yep.
There's a third unit. There's the siege unit as well.
It was not told, Esper. No,
Yeah,
that's
well,
fine. You
I did. I didn't
you
put a token
mention-
on there.
I know. I'm just messing with you.
And they're kind of spread out throughout the ship.
Why don't we just keep it moving, Esper?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it moving.
I know the risk that I've taken. I accept the risk.
There's so many units. I know this is misleading that I have these tokens here, but really what Walykos is seeing is units all throughout this galleon running things.
Just a heads up as well. We are almost out of time. I know that Adam, you said that.
Yeah,
you
Adam
had
has to leave in 5
right on
minutes.
time.
Okay, can we
Yeah,
just
so
finish this
let's-
round?
Exactly. Yeah.
Let's
Okay,
let's
keep
just
moving.
get to this round. Okay, so that was Walykos. You've put up a spike growth. I'm gonna
Just gonna
do
do lots of
this
damage.
fire giant's turn here.
Did our initiatives that we rolled at the beginning not mean anything? Because
You got a 21. That's why I had you go
I
first.
did. Oh, okay. I thought the vapor went before me. That's why I was like,
Oh, I think him casting that spell is what put things into individual.
fair
forms.
enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay. That fire giant in that's within that unit lobs a rock at you. This
Which
has
is going to be
disadvantage.
at long range. Yep. Make it on.
He's got a big sack of like war boulders, and
He's got pretty good. Yeah.
he throws it at you. He's got a 17 to hit.
That misses.
This rock just sails past you and
It's close.
shatters upon the
Yeah,
cliffside
you need to not lose your concentration.
behind you.
I know. Believe me. I know. Okay, so that was his attack. Phew.
He's
One more.
not like no, he just throws the one rock.
Okay.
He does not
Doesn't
like
like
the storm
lightning.
above. That is ominous and bolts of
Does he
deadliness.
take a couple points of damage from the spike growth they left?
I
mean, it's abstract.
do your spike growth damage roll.
How much spike growth damage do you want?
Roll it 2 times.
So, like 10 feet? Okay, sure. 4 plus 5, 9 piercing.
9 piercing. Okay.
So, auto free damage is free damage.
Um. Come on, thing. All right. All right. This. I need to make a roll. Yeah, I had no real way to know what would happen or where you guys would go. So some things I have to like improv and put them in, like in
It's
the
fine.
middle of all this. All right. So this is a thing that's going to be flying, actually. Okay, will be flying. Okay. Dwarves. Okay. they as well are moving, and there's so many of them that what I would like you to do is
multiply something. One roll,
yeah,
maybe. And
yeah.
multiply.
Give me like 3 spike growths worth of damage.
Okay, and then you'll just multiply it across the number of units or something. 5, 4, so that's 9, and then plus 6, 15. Nice epic music, right as we're finishing up the round.
Okay,
It's be good music to start with.
You cause quite a bit of damage to some of the dwarves. Of that unit. You haven't
Who are probably
like
confused.
yeah, you haven't like killed many people, but you notice a number of them like, you know, shouting and having
Bloody
trouble
foot.
and fussing about with their movement. And
It's difficult terrain. They're trying to walk through pain.
You have I would say inflicted heavy damage and disruption on already a number of the dwarves. So
Which was the goal. Like, this all happened within 6 seconds.
Is there like a dexterity save, or is that just automatic
Nope,
damage?
it's automatic damage. There's
Automatic
no
damage.
save. There's just
Okay.
Auto damage.
All right, so I'm going to make a note here.
Yep. And if they keep moving through it, as they might have to, then they keep taking the damage.
Oof.
Yeah, can you imagine, Esper? This all happened within like 12 seconds.
Yeah,
Like
that's
2
pretty
magical
crazy.
area effects just dropped on this huge area.
I'm trying to think of how can I quickly abstract about how many dwarves just got damaged with that. Like I guess if we just look at the tokens, like this is the main, most condensed area of the foot soldiers, and it's covering part of it. So
The other one is almost completely engulfed.
I would say maybe almost 20.
I would say that, like, you know, dozens of dwarves were heavily injured by what just happened as they moved out of that.
As they get out of it, yeah. They follow their giant.
Yeah, so they do a dash, essentially. Again, abstract this. They're not literally... There's like three... This unit is 300 and has 360 dwarven foot soldiers in it. So that's not 360 there. That's like...
They turn around and they just
that's where the most dense area of them are.
Yeah, they back up.
Cool. Nokki, do you have a thing that you would do in this situation? You are currently here.
Where's
inside
here?
Of this unit. Oh my gosh, I'm on the wrong thing. Sorry. You are here.
I will stay with the Vanguard. I don't have any range attacks nor magic, so I'm
probably
just
smart.
gonna stay here.
You have
I guess
no
I
range
will take
attack
the
at all?
dot. No, I mean I have javelins, but they're not going to reach and it'd be pointless to throw at a single person anyway. So I'll just take the dodge action, or reaction, or just dodge.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, I guess if like something came.
If we get into individual combat, yeah, but right now we're fighting armies. Which what is that?
It seems to be a kind of drake.
Okay, but you're so zoomed out on our map, we can even see what it was.
We'll be getting to it, but that's fine because imagine what your characters are seeing is just like units everywhere, massive galleons. There's no way you'll be able to take in everything at once.
Sure.
Okay, let's go to now. Oh, it's actually the drake. Okay, so there is some manner of drake that is amongst that unit. It is a flying unit, as drakes tend to do.
This is not one of our units, I take it.
It is not a kite sail.
Yeah.
It is some manner of flying drake creature. It has a rust color to its scales and a number of spines that run along like the back of its head and down its tail.
Sure. Well, it looks like it's attacking.
It flies with a dash to engage Walykos. So its turn was all moving. Yeah.
Okay, I saw it come in from the left, and I thought it was coming from our side attacking them, but this makes more sense. It's on the enemy ship attacking us.
It is.
Gotcha. Cool.
That brings us to Vapor. You are with your unit.
Oh man, I'm so glad we get to continue this next week. Otherwise, I'd have to. I don't know if I could wait 2 weeks.
All right. So, give me a second. I know what I want to do. I just got to double check the spell.
All good. All good.
Where's the spell?
All the good spells. Concentration.
Okay. So, I'm going to quicken a spell. And it's technically in the book Ice Storm, but we have reflavored it to be Thunderstorm. It's a 4th level spell.
Okay.
And I am going to drop it once again on the giant that's surrounded by the most dwarves. It's 300 feet. So if I gotta move a little bit, I'll move forward a little to fling the spell.
$300 feet.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it from where you're at.
Okay, then it's gonna do that. Okay, 2d8. 46.
All right.
Yeah, we know.
What is the damage?
Okay, so give me 1 second. Two, 25, and it's a 40-foot cylinder centered on the point within range.
It's a 20-foot radius.
Radius.
Yeah.
20 foot,
What is this? What you're doing?
20-foot radius spell.
It is a storm of bludgeoning hail and crackling lightning. It's an
It's not a
instantaneous.
concentration?
It's an instantaneous
Nice.
effect.
Instantaneous.
Yeah.
Nice.
And Warsor, this was the spell that I was telling you. I picked
Yeah,
up
the
last
one.
time. And
It's a
I'm
spell that has
glad I did switch it
a really high range.
That's awesome.
And I think it's a good time to use it here.
Yeah. Let's unload. If we take down this ship, that's like one huge part of their force.
Okay. What was the damage, Vapor?
Okay, give me 1 more second. I gotta redo my math here.
Okay.
Yeah.
25 points of
25.
damage.
Okay. The giant got a 12 on a dex save, so it'll take 25.
Yeah, that's a complete fail.
25. Got it.
And
the
then-
dwarves. Okay.
And then I also need to call down lightning because I was able to quicken the spell.
Nice. Quicken was a good call.
Mm-hmm.
Then you do your standard 3d10.
I should probably determine what's going on with the dwarves with that thunderstorm you just cast.
Yeah. That would be
There's
good.
like
Does it
220
hit them?
dwarf foot soldiers. Surely you hit a number of those.
25 damage to, a bunch of those.
Okay. I'm going to do a general roll for their unit. They did not do well at all.
Morale. Yeah.
At all.
Good.
So
Run
I
to the
think, I think
spike
you have just slain a number of these dwarves.
That's fantastic. Kind of reminds me of when we did those sickening radiance on the mass battles.
Mhm.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think I can pick that one up
Nah,
as a sorcerer.
Probably
also-
not.
And it
Right.
also doesn't kind of fit.
It's good, but it's also not damage on half. It's all or nothing. So
Yeah.
Aygir, not Aygir, Vapor. You cast your spell, and there's a massive crack of thunder, and bolts of lightning stream down, along with these pounding hailstones. The fire giant has this, like, plated heavy armor and this massive shield and this sack of, like, battle stones. And, he's shielding himself. He's weathering the storm. The dwarves, a number of them, just get completely blasted by it. Dwarven infantrymen shout and scream. Dozens of them just collapse to the ground. They get impaled on the spikes when they do. You just devastated like a chunk out of that unit.
nice.
Can I, as a bonus action, Vapor shot down to
you
them?
have killed in that one spell about 50 foot soldiers.
That's hella good.
Oh, jeez. Good. Out of curiosity, can Vapor shout down kind of as a bonus action and see if he can lower the morale even more?
Well, you already used your bonus action for the quicken.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
I know what you're thinking. No,
So
just
you
call down
quickened
the
that.
lightning.
You quickened that.
Yeah, that's
lightning-
right. And I rather
lightning
do the quicken
storm.
instead.
So call down the lightning on the giant.
Well, you
Yeah,
still have your
that
action.
giant-
So what do you do with that?
Well, he's calling down the lightning.
Okay, so you call it down, and it's hitting the giant and the nearby dwarves, right?
Coordinates. Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay, I already rolled it before. I rolled it right when you told me not to hold on.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't touch the dice.
Okay,
It is 17.
all right.
Okay.
The fire giant fails his save. Seems not dexterous.
Yeah, it's almost like giants are big strength, not so good on the dex.
Some of them are a little bit dexterous, but he is decidedly not dexterous. All right, so he takes 17. That one. Okay. Got it.
Yeah, they can do strength and con saves all day long, but int and dex is probably not where giants.
I'm going to give a roll. This is like a general roll to see how well the nearby dwarves did.
Sure.
Not great. Not terrible, but not great. 17. I'm sure you're going to be taking down some more of them. So,
Good.
give me a d20 roll, Vapor.
All right, I'm gonna do 2. 1. Actually, let me do them one at a time because I also gotta do the
Yeah,
wild
give me a
magic
d20
search.
roll.
That was a natural 20 for that d20, and I'm gonna
Are
do
you
my
serious?
yes,
You have
And-
slain 20 more dwarven foot soldiers.
and no wild magic surge.
There are
Well,
great
you don't wild
cries.
magic surge. You didn't cast the spell. You just continued the spell, right?
For the
Oh, for the other one.
The
Yeah,
quickened
Got it,
thunderstorm.
got it. You could force a wild magic surge.
I'm tempted to do that, but let's just go on. We're
Yeah,
so close.
we're
to
almost. Yeah, we gotta get this over for Adam.
Yeah.
I get it. All right, who's up?
There is
in theory,
an
that's okay. never mind.
there is an individual dwarven unit here. He is a Thrate. He is
Gotcha.
suited up in splint armor and a shield and this mask helm, and is wielding a war hammer.
We can't see where you're pointing, Esper. You're not on our map.
Well, he's hard to see because he's just one individual dwarf,
Okay, we see him moving now. Okay.
but he will be moving out of the.
Need any
out of the
spike growth
radius.
damage?
I don't. Well,
That's fine.
I need to determine randomly if he was in the spike growth. So,
Go for it.
give me a number between 1 to 3.
2.
2 it is. Roll your damage twice.
Will do. And then it's going to be 8 damage. No save.
Okay, so he takes some pain getting out of there.
It is difficult terrain if you want to take a little bit of movement off for him.
He just dashed as well. He did.
It's fine. It would have taken 10 feet total less movement, but yeah.
Okay. Aygir. We've got you in and your aeroskiff.
Force
You are
ballista
here.
time.
Yes. So, yeah, pretty much taking a shot at, I guess, maybe the
There's a-
giant, the one that's in the middle of the dwarves. That seems like the most target-rich area. And
There's
also
How close can you get to that Drake that's near me? Because if you can get within a not disadvantaged shot, wouldn't that make more sense?
I don't think I can, but yeah, is that possible?
What's
What is closest
the
I can get?
movement on his 50 feet
50 feet.
movement?
Yeah, it is.
Why don't you
50 feet.
move 50 feet up and see how far you are?
Yeah, it's like probably 200 feet, maybe.
50 foot towards the Drake, I guess, Esper.
Yeah.
So a little more diagonal. To the left, well, whatever. It's fine. And then let's.
So that Drake is currently in combat with you.
It just moved up to me.
It dashed to get there. It's
Well,
185
so still it'd be
feet away.
disadvantaged to shoot at it though.
185 feet's not within your
It's
short
also
range.
it's also not within short range. Yeah, so
So just go for the giant.
it's disadvantage anyway. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'll shoot at the giant that's within the dwarves.
I've got a plan for the Drake.
I figured you did. Hence why I wasn't gonna bother with it. Hey, look at that! Double 18s. Plus 8. That's
Nice.
a 26 to hit.
Nice.
Well, you certainly hit.
I did
was on
something
one of
nice
the
to
giants?
someone at
Still
some
waiting
point,
for
I guess.
that horrible die that you foretold is going to be coming along.
Right?
He's got his whispering, his prodigy whispering.
Look, I someone at some point, so
Yeah.
it's paying
Yeah.
off.
I mean, as we all know, dice statistics are totally bull. You know, they don't mean anything. Totally.
Okay, so 18 for the piercing damage, and then the force damage number 6.
Nice. 24.
24.
Yeah, not a lot to a giant, but
I mean,
not nothing.
He's been hit
We're-
a number of times with various
He's been
things,
hit
and being
3
shot
different
by an
times
arcane
with spells.
ballista now, arcane ballista bolt now is not what he wanted to happen.
yeah. Giants are made of hit points, but we are chipping away.
Right.
Yeah, very much so.
And he still hasn't left the radius of both of our
Spike
spells.
growth, yeah.
Which the spike growth, the movement decrease on him will matter for getting out of, because it might not matter for getting out of spike growth. It will matter because he won't be able to get out of
Right.
the call lightning.
I just realized what that Thrate should have done. He had a much better thing he could have done. Damn it.
Well,
Okay,
like-
well, next time.
Yeah.
Next time. Ah.
Sorry,
The dwarves collectively are using dodge, that group that's there in the spike growth.
but seems good.
They are
So they're not moving.
Yeah, they just saw what happened to others and are not wanting to do that.
It's probably a smart move.
Even though they are getting rained
Hammered.
upon with death and destruction.
It's kind of like if you're in the middle of bombardment, do you leave the trench? No, you don't leave the trench when the bombardment's going on.
Might be in hell, but it's better to be in hell than in than dead.
Yeah.
And then we have that other
Other?
giant, the other giant there.
Okay. Is this the last one on this round?
Yep.
Or is there still more?
Yep, this
Okay,
is the last. Literally at initiative 1, we now have this
Alright.
giant.
Let's do it. Then we'll
Hmm.
wrap this round.
Let's see. He's going to be taking some damage. He will be moving.
Half speed for difficult terrain. Depending on which way you want him to run to. If he runs north, he'll take more.
Oh my god. it's hard
So
to
there's that
control.
little corner in the corner. Yeah, there you go. And then you click on him, select him. So if you, yeah, and then click on him.
Yes, that's what I want. Give me that.
Right click on it. See if you right click on it and then push to the back. Wait,
Here, I'm just gonna do this.
that's not the way to right click, Esper.
Yeah.
Right click. Do you see where it says arrange?
Yes,
Do
I use that
arrange.
quite a bit. I can put it. It only lets you do
Just send it back.
top or bottom.
Just send it back. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, there you go.
So I don't know how many feet he goes through it. Then I guess he takes the damage twice.
Well, he's going at least 20 feet. So
I don't know because I had to move the thing.
no,
to be able to
I
move
know.
him.
I'm saying difficult terrain. You're doing 10 feet if you're damaging twice, which
Right.
means he's giving up 20 feet of movement. Is what I meant.
Yeah, go ahead and roll it twice.
Will do. All right, and oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That is 7 plus 6, 13 damage. Not too shabby.
Okay. And he has dashed. That brings us to the end of the round. You all have been quite effective over here. The magic has been devastating upon the foes.
And we bought time. I think, yes, we've done a lot of damage, but buying time in the short term could be very important.
The longer we can keep them off the walls, the better. Yeah.
Yeah, because that gives our archers, or our siege weaponry rather, more time to continue their barrage.
We'll pause things there. I think this is the right time to put a pause in it.
Yep.
This battle is massive and epic and very complex, but so much is riding on this. Next time we'll continue playing this out, and a lot happened this time, and I imagine even more will happen in the next one. Thank you guys
absolutely.
for playing. Thank everybody for watching, and look forward to the next one.
Thank you for running the game as always, Esper.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Thank you, Esper.
And also, so don't forget, Merry Christmas to everybody.
Merry Christmas. Although we will see you next week, yes.
Well, actually, next week literally is Christmas Day. We might have to figure out a unique
Yeah.
schedule
Yeah.
for
Yeah, I was
the
about
next
to
one.
say, like, I don't actually know if I'll be able to play next week.
Yeah, I can't
Well-
play on Christmas Day, but we'll figure out some kind of schedule.
The week after that is New Year's Day. So
I could do New Year's Day.
Okay.
We'll figure it
Then,
out. So until next time, everybody, thank you very much once again. Merry Christmas to you, and I'll see you in the next one.
Merry Christmas, guys.
See ya.
Indeed.
Talk to you guys later.